Alright guys, what's going on? Again, JP Deal here, and I would like to thank you guys for watching my YouTube videos daily and commenting and helping me out. I'm trying to grow my channel. I probably will open up a Discord server, but we'll see about that. But anyways, so right now I'm live on YouTube. I'm not gonna stream on Twitch for today and tomorrow. I'll stream on YouTube, so if you guys want to check me out, I'll just be on YouTube itself. So again, I hit plat 1 some days ago, not couple, some days ago, and I'm still using the same deck, no changes to the deck that I have been playing with. So if you guys want a link for the deck profile, just give me a comment or shout out and I'll give it to you. So let's get on with today's first game in ranked. So I'll stream for I'll separate all my streaming sessions in 2-hour batches so that you guys don't have to sit around in a 4-hour video and go through the whole 4-hour video, or you know for me personally, I don't like anytime I see a 4-hour video, anything longer than 3 hours, I generally don't click unless it's a song on repeat or something. But yeah, so I'll do blocks of 2-hour videos on my YouTube. So let's start with our first game. Okay, so again, anytime you have Prank-Kids Plays in your hand, even if you have a Prank-Kids Monster card to start your combo off of, always go ahead and use your Prank-Kids Plays because it lets you know whether your opponent has an Ash Blossom or a Spell Trap Negate in their hand. And sometimes, if you mind game your opponent, sometimes they will use Ash Blossom or your Prank-Kids Plays. There it is. And if you don't have a Negate in your hand for an Ash Blossom, this could be a really good thing to do so that you can safely go into your combo without worrying about the first Ash Blossom. So I just did that, and my opponent did use the Ash Blossom on Prank-Kids Place Search. So now I can safely go into my combo without worrying about my opponent Ash Blossoming my first graveyard effect. And sadly, I did start with Fansies, so I will excuse me, I'll discard a Pandemonium because this is going to be a 1-card combo since I don't have any other named Prank-Kids monster and this got denied. So let's see, I'll special summon out my Dropsies. Again, if you're new to the Prank-Kids stuff, usually you want to start off with other named monsters as your first monster. If you have 2 named monsters in your hand, like Fansies and Dropsies or Lamsies or Roxies, always start with Roxies, Lamsies, or Dropsies first instead of the Fansies, because generally if your opponent Ash Blossoms or Imperms your Doodle-Doo, then you know what card you want to send to your graveyard off of the Fansies so that you can use Doodle-Doo to get it out from your graveyard. So that's why you usually special summon Doodle-Doo as your second special summon. So we'll search for Prank-Kids Pranks off of the Doodle-Doo since this is a 1-card combo again. Special summon out my Lamsies. I'll go into another Doodle-Doo. So this is just the standard 1-card combo. So what do you guys think about the new Synchro event that's coming out? Like, let me know if you guys have any fun Prank-Kids Synchro deck that you guys might be playing. I'm trying to build up my own Synchro deck for Prank-Kids. I'm not having great success so far, but I am trying to build. I think I tried one with Baron Defleur with Speedroid into it, but you need too many Speedroid cards, and Prank-Kids, it wouldn't be a Prank-Kids, Prank-Kids main and then add a machine into it. It would be like Speedroid with Prank-Kids into it. But yeah, I'm trying to think of fun Prank-Kids synchro decks. I mean, like, Prank-Kids don't have any synchro cards, right? So Prank-Kids are going to be used as materials anyways. So any deck that I build, it will be around some other decks and will have a Prank-Kids engine in it. So just let me know in the comments, or just wherever, if you guys do have a fun Prank-Kids synchro deck for the event. I'll try to build it, play with it, and put some videos out on YouTube. 45, 50 cards deck? Okay. My opponent is playing a 50 cards deck. That's surprising. So the card... Okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't want to banish Nibiru since I don't know what my opponent could be playing. He could be playing a combo deck. He could deny me my Bow Barks effect with Called by the Grave. So I'll keep the Nibiru in my hand, and I'll banish the Prankid's Plates that I have in my hand. And I drew a Maxi off of it, which is pretty nice. Special summon. Usually with this combo, if you don't have a Fancies in your hand, the last special summon you want to do is your Fancies, because it has 2k defense, and generally normal summoned monsters, they can't get over the 2k defense that the Fancy offers. And always never forget to put this activation on before you end your turn. Otherwise, you won't be able to use Bow Wow Barks effect on your opponent's draw phase. You'll only be able to use it when your opponent starts chaining, like starts a chain. So yeah. I'll activate my pranks. Since I use 2 Doodle-Doos and I do run only 2 Doodle-Doos in my deck, so I'll get 1 Doodle-Doo back, 1 Fancies because I don't want to have 2 copies of Fancies in my graveyard, and the last one will be Roxy's because using the Battle Butler combo, I will probably end up special summoning out 2 Roxy's on the field anyway, so I want to have 3 Roxy's in my deck to do that. And I get a Called by the Grave, which is pretty nice, so in case our opponent Ash Blossoms or Maxi, we could Call by the Grave it. So my opponent draws a card. So anytime you have Maxi in your hand and the game prompts you for your Bow Wow Barks activation, always activate Maxi first to check whether your opponent has any negations. So here my opponent does have a negation for my Maxi activation. Negation being either Called by the Grave or Ash Blossom. He chose not to use it, so I'll activate Bow Wow Bark as Chainlink 2. I'm not going to use Meowth for it. The 2 cards I'll get will be Dropsies and Lampsies. So let's see if my opponent denies me this. He's gonna let it go through, okay. So now we have our Butler combo and we have Maxi going on. So in case he starts comboing, we'll draw crazy cards. So let's see what kind of deck. I mean, okay, so he's playing Heroes. Okay, so Heroes deck. I mean, do I mean, I want to, right? Because he'll use this card's effect and get the heroes in his extra zone to pop my back row. So I'll just use Pandemonium right now and go into my Battle Butler. And with heroes, they do have a lot of graveyard activations as well. So you generally want to save one of your pops till the point that your opponent at least gets 2 or 3 monsters out on the field. And we drew an Ash Blossom off of it, which is pretty nice. Again, pretty good negation. So I can't Ash Blossom this effect because I just drew Ash Blossom and I still have graveyard activations that are left off of the Battle Butler combo. So that's why this Chain Link start will not allow me to use my Ash Blossom on it. So this is like a hidden mechanic of the game. So keep that in mind. So I will use Fancies as my last chain link and use Prankid's Plays as my third chain link. So now it's going to prompt my opponent to... So here I can activate Ash Blossom, but Ash Blossoming will just Ash Blossom my own card instead of the opponent's card. So I'm not going to use it. The card I'll send to the graveyard will be a Pandemonium because I have 2 copies of Pandemonium in my deck left. So I'll do that. So first one will be Roxy's off of the Fancies. This will boost up my attack points for my cards by 500. So now Lampsies special effect, I'll summon out... I'll summon out Dropsies off of the Lampsies, and off of the Dropsies I'll summon out Fancies. So here it is, Battle Butler is online. So with this, he's gonna get an attach, there it is, and Vision Hero increase, and as you can see, he's gonna pop this card to get this card on the field. And with using this card's effect, once it's special summoned out on the field, he can special summon another Ash Blossom, okay? He can special summon another level 4 monster, but I am gonna deny him this. I'm gonna Ash Blossom this. Let's see if he has any negations to our Ash Blossom. I mean, he does have, okay, but he's not gonna use it. It is lighting up his field, so he does have something he can either negate the Ash Blossom. He has something he can negate the Ash Blossom with, or he can chain link something to the Ash Blossom in his hand. And the card that I'm thinking, it could be a Polymerization Forbidden Droplet, okay? So he wants to... He sent a spell card, so we can still activate Battle Butler. As long as he doesn't send a monster... Oh, I mean, he sent a spell card, right? So only spell cards are unactivatable with this Forbidden Droplet. Our monster effects can still go off. So since he's using Forbidden on my Butler, I'll just use one pop of the Butler. So let's see what else he does. And he's using Mask Change. So, okay, doing it this way is gonna be bad because whatever card he gets out on the field, unless it is not destructible by card effects, with this card's destructible by card effects, so Butler will go off and his card will just get popped. And Forbidden Droplet will hit our Butler, but I think this has a graveyard effect, right? Or does it? Okay, so it doesn't have a graveyard effect, so that's a bad way to do it. You generally want to start with the Mask Change and then chain link it to Forbidden Droplet, so that if I chain link Butler to the Forbidden Droplet, so if he doesn't send a monster in the graveyard, he sends a spell or trap with the Forbidden Droplet's effect, we can't activate our monster's effect. So in case I do it that way, my Butler's effect will go off first, then the Forbidden Droplet will hit my Butler, and then the Mask Change will go off, so he will have a monster on the field, right? And the monster he went into was the Law. I think it's the Law, right? I keep forgetting card. Yeah, Dark Hero Law. So his Law would have been on the field, and my Battle Butler would have been down to 1,750 attack points. So he could have used the Law to kill my Butler, right? I mean, he still would have lost the game because we would have. Oh no! Since if he did that, we wouldn't have been able to activate Butler's effect because Butler would have been banished. Yeah, so he could probably win off of that. Yeah, he could have probably won off of that if he did it that way, but he started the chain link wrong, so he lost for it. Because as long as Law is on the field, any cards I sent to the graveyard would have been banished, so I could not activate any of my Prankiz effects. Because they need to go to the graveyard to get activated. So I could only go into... I mean, even if I went into Doodle Doo, Dark Law is 2700 attack, it would just get down to 22. So yeah, he probably could have won. Anyways, we are playing against a virtual world, so and we have no Nibiru or anything. So against virtual world, if you do have an Ash Blossom, you generally, if you go by the rule of the thumb, you generally want to Ash Blossom their Lulu. Their Lulu activation. That's what I've learned so far playing against virtual world and watching YouTube videos of it. But yeah, so now all we can do is sit here and wait till our opponent finishes their combo and hope they don't go into True King of all calamities, or they don't just put what's that called? QB Shenshen on the field. Because if QB Shenshen hits the field, or we're dead. Unless we get a Raigeki, we're dead. Because any card we send to the graveyard will be banished. Phantom Knights, okay. So he wants to use this to pop our card. Alright, let's see what we draw into. We draw into a Pandemonium, okay. First of all, activate Pranket's Prank, see if he has any negations. So he does have something he can activate, but he's choosing not to. I'll go into Dropsies. Alright. So I'll summon out Dropsy, see what he does with this. He's not going to do anything, okay. So I'll just start climbing into my combo, see if he does anything towards this. I mean, if he hasn't, even if he has Ash Blossom, right, we do have a Pranket's Place and he does have face-up monsters. So we're kinda safe from the first Ash Blossom. No, I'm not gonna use Pandemonium just yet. I am worried about this face-down card. It could be, I mean, it could be literally anything, right? Since he is running a Phantom Knights package in his virtual world. 14, yeah. It could be, I mean, since he has more of virtual world monsters, I'm assuming it's Chuche. Since he does have Quinlong on his field. But anyways, let's see. I will find out. He's probably gonna activate it on my turn anyways. I mean, he could even Nibiru us, for all we know. No, it's gonna resolve. Doodle do. I'll search for. I mean, I have a Pandemonium and Place and Pranks in my hand. So I'll search for a Pandemonium. I'm gonna have two Pandemoniums, but that doesn't really matter. This card I'll send to the graveyard will be a Place. Special summon now. So here's the thing, right? Like right now, we don't care about Doodle-Doo's activated effect because we have all the things we need from our graveyard in our hand right now. So I could just go into attack phase and try to pop this, and he'll be forced to use this effect to pop my Doodle-Doo. Right? But then this card... I mean, then I'll have no way of popping that card. Because if I... So I could go into Rocket Ride right here. I could use Pandemonium, use these two, go into Rocket Ride, which will boost up my cards by 500. But then there's the possibility of him popping my Rocket Ride, and Rocket Ride is an important piece for me to actually go into my combo. So here's the thing, here's another thing I can do. I can activate Pranket's Pranks, use it to get a token, right? And then go into my Nightmare. Once my Nightmare hits the field, discard card doesn't matter, we could discard one of the copies of Lamseas with it. I can return either this, or this. He doesn't have any cards in his banishment pile, right? From your graveyard. He has no cards in his graveyard, so he cannot banish anything and activate Quinlong's effect. So we're safe from effect negation. So do I want to pop this, or do I want to, bounce this or this? That's the question, right? Even if he uses this card to pop our unicorn. No. So, okay, so here's the thing. If he activates this card's effect to pop our unicorn, he's gonna start a chain link. So, do I want to pop? I mean, if I bounce this card off of Unicorn, the two materials attached to it will go to the graveyard, so Quinlong will be able to be activated. But even if he activates Quinlong to negate our Nightmare, it doesn't matter because the effect would have been already gone off. But then if I go into Rocket Ride, he could use Quinlong to deny us our Rocket Ride's effect. So let's see. Like, hmm. I'll be greedy with my play. I'll go into I'll be greedy and I'll go into like I could even go into Weather Washer, right? And during battle phase he cannot activate these cards. But that'll just be the end of my turn. Like I can't get something out from the graveyard onto the field. So do I want to go into Weather Washer? So I mean since we did go into Pandemonium, we're kinda locked into Prank Kids anyways, so all we can get out on the field would be just our Rip-Roaring Roaster, and not we can't go into access code or stuff like that. So I'll just do that. I mean if he has a Nibiru at this point, I mean we're pretty much we're pretty much dead. So I mean I chose to go do the greedy route, and if he had a Nibiru, this would have been really bad for us. Card I'll banish will be... I'll banish the Lampsies. I want to keep the Pandemonium in case he denies us our Doodle-Doo's activation somehow. So I'll special summon out one Fancies and one Roxy's. So I'll do that. And I'll go into Bow Wow Bark using these two cards. Oh, actually, you know what? I messed up. I should have put Weather Washer on this side. So Bow Wow Bark would have boosted Weather Washer up by 1000. I messed up putting my cards down. Okay. So I'll do this. I'll pop his Phantom Knights card first. Pop this second. And then hit him in the face. I mean, I don't care about the missing 500, because I could have used Bow Wow Bark to hit his Phantom, but I don't care about that. Okay, so if I had played greedy, at this point, this would have been my Rocket Ride. I could have gone into my Rip-Roaring Roaster and gotten these two cards out, but that's fine. I mean, I didn't play greedy, but that's fine. So, do I wanna... What cards can I get out? So I'll activate Doodle-Doo. I do have a Pandemonium in my hand, so I don't care about getting a Pandemonium out. I'll get one one copy of Dropsies and one Lampsies. No. So in case he denies us our Bow Wow Bark's effect, we could still fusion summon and go into Rocket Ride at least. No. And I know I misplayed in attacking and even before that, but still, it doesn't matter right now. The game hasn't punished us for it just yet. And then put this on and I'll undo my turn. Prank Kids Pranks, yes. I need to keep two Prank Kids monsters in my, namely, okay, so it's just gonna be this way. We banished one Okay, so we only banished that, so yeah, I'll do it this way. Roxy's, Fansies, and Doodle Doo. I'll get back off of the Prankest Pranks. I'm not gonna Ash Blossom my own card. We got a Maxi, pretty nice, since Virtual World is a combo deck. I'm gonna instantly activate my Maxi first, see if he does something to it. No? Okay, so I'll activate my Bow Wow Bark. Not gonna use Meowmoo. I'll get Roxy's and Fansies, see if he does something to it. No, he's gonna allow me that, okay. Pretty nice. So I'll get all my Battle Butler combo pieces out from my graveyard into my hand, and Maxi is online, so if he starts going into his combo, we'll start drawing cards. I'm not gonna activate Weather Washer just yet. If he uses Quinlong on my Weather Washer, then I'll chain link my Weather Washer to Quinlong. So that was Chuche, okay. No. Okay, so he has Kirin in his hand. I'll just deny him that. No. I'll Ash Blossom this. Lily. See if he has another Virtual World card in his hand. If he doesn't have another Virtual World card in his hand, I mean, he could still use this. Okay, so he wants to do that, so I'll just activate my Weather Washer. I'll use the Meowmoo in my graveyard to, because I want to have as many bodies on the field, right? And I'll get my Bow Wow Bark onto the field. Bow Wow Bark's gonna hit the field. I mean, that effect negation now doesn't matter because we're already used this effect. So as I was saying, I wanted to chain link my Weather Watch's effect to Quinlong, since Quinlong does start a chain. So he's just gonna pass his turn, and we do have enough damage on the board to outright kill him, and he only has one card in his banishment pile, so Chuche can't be activated. We could do literally anything we want, so just in case, I mean, we have exactly 4,500 damage on the field, but just, I mean, he could have drawn into a Nibiru, right? Yeah, he could have drawn into a Nibiru. So I'm not gonna start comboing, and he can't activate his back row in his battle phase because of Weather Washer's effect. And that's just game, okay? Not too bad. We started with nothing and we won the game, pretty much. I'm not too mad about it. Let me check out my opponent's deck real quick because he did go into Phantom Knights, which is kinda surprising for me. I mean, I don't know why he is running this Break Sword. I guess he's just running it for its effect of getting two cards out when it's sent to the graveyard. Oh, it's just Phantom Knights monsters. So he's not running any Phantom Knights monsters. So he's just using it for its first effect, which is the pop. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, people could run anything they want, right? It's their deck, they could customize it any way they want. But yeah, that was a fun game. Anyways, plat 1, plat 4, okay. We won the coin toss. Not too bad. I mean, anytime we win the coin toss, we always want to go first. The one time, okay, so the several times I have messed, like, I wait till the last second, then I hit go first, but the game doesn't register it, and it makes me go second. But one time, only one time, I got lucky with it, and I was against a Numeron player, and he was forced to go into his the track card, the bulldozer kind of thing card. I don't what's that card? Infi-track card. And yeah, I got really lucky in that game. I put the game up, I think I put the game up on YouTube. But yeah, I got really lucky with that game. Anyways, new game. No counter to any hand traps. Okay, so I'll start with Lamses. I mean, I do have a Pandemonium in my hand, so in case Lamses gets Ash Blossomed, I could still go. I could theoretically go into Rocket Ride. So he does have an Ash Blossom or Maxi. That's Ash Blossom, okay. So what I'll do, I mean, yeah, I kind of have to activate. I mean, I have to activate Pandemonium anyways. So I'll just chain link Pandemonium to it. I'll just go into. So here's the thing, right? If I go into Rocket Ride, I could go up to Doodle Doo. Doodle Doo will search us for something. Prank gets placed most likely, or pranks. But that's gonna be the end of our combo because we won't have anything in our hand to go. Well, no. I could search for pranks, use pranks, get a card, activate Doodle Doo, get a Pandemonium back out. But I'll just go into Weather Washer, and using the card in my hand will special summon out one card. I could climb up into Baobab Bark, but I won't. But at that point, I had already used up both my fusion monsters except for Butler. So I could do it that way, but like, do I want to do it that way? Do I want to give that many resources to just my opponent Ash blossoming one thing? Hmm. You know what? I will. I will use that many resources because he Ash Blossomed the first play, but let's see if he punishes us with Nibiru, because if he punishes us with Nibiru, it's gonna be really, really bad for us. But let's see. Chain Link 1 Fancies, Chain Link 2 Rocket Ride. So he doesn't have anything he can activate because we haven't gone up to 5 summons yet. So the card I'll send to the graveyard. So do you want to send Pranks? I'll send Pranks. Or do I want to send a Pandemonium? Or do I want to send a Place? I'll search for a Place off of Doodle Doo anyways, so I'll get a one Place in my hand. I kind of want to keep the Pranks in my deck. I don't want to discard it. Because off of the Doodle Doo, I have to search for one Pandemonium and one Prank Kids named Monster. No, oh, I wanted to send Pranks, but okay, I sent a Place. I'll get Dropsies out on the field. I'll activate Rocket Ride's effect. Get my Fansies and my Lamsies from my graveyard onto my field. I mean, you could get Meowmoo too. I mean, you were just gonna use it as a material to link climb anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So I have to use Dropsies because I haven't activated Dropsies effect yet, so I will use Dropsies effect. I mean, Dropsies as a tribute for the link summon. Chain link 1 Dropsies, chain link 2 Doodle Doo. No. I mean, I kind of have to search for a place off of this, right? I mean, do I have to search for a place? If I go into place, I could get Roxy's in my hand. I'll tribute Doodle Doo, get a Pandemonium and a Prank his monsters out, use Pandemonium, go into Weather Washer. So this and Roxy's effect will activate. So I could get 2 more special summons. And using those 2, I could go into Baobab Bark, right? So yeah, I kinda have to search for a Pandemonium. Oh, I mean place. Oh, I had to search for a place. Okay, but I discarded a place anyway, so I could still get it back out. I'll special summon Roxy's. So instead of getting Pandemonium out off of this Doodle Doo, I'll get a Prank his place out. I mean, it's fine either ways. So for this, I'll get one of the pieces I need for the Battle Butler out. Because you kind of already used up all the graveyard activations, so you need to have one Prankids. I mean, if I do, hmm. So do I want to activate Pandemonium and go into Weather Washer? That's the thing, right? I mean, do I even want to go into Weather Washer? I could just go into Bow Wow Bark, not activate Roxy's effect, just activate Lampsey's. Yeah, right? So I don't have to go into my Weather Washer. Oh, I mean, activate Roxy's effect. Yeah, I can just activate Roxy's effect. No. So what card do I want to banish? Do I want to banish Place or Maxi? Do I care more about the Place or do I care more about the Maxi? I care more about the Place, right? Yeah, I care more about the Place because I do have Skill Drain in my hand. We draw a Dropsies off of it, which is pretty nice. The card I'll special summon will be Lampsey, so I have all three pieces I need for the Battle Butler combo right now. I'll set down my Skill Drain, set down my Pandemonium, put this on, and just end my turn. So I don't have Prankist Pranks currently. So yeah, that's the thing about this, right? Once the first card gets Ash Blossomed, you kind of have to play around and use different combos and cards in your hand. I mean, depending on what card you have in your hand, you have to use different combos, right? So since I have shown him I have Lampsey's on the field, one of the cards I'll get will be Rocket Ride, because I don't have Prankist Pranks, I do want to have Rocket Ride back, and the other will be Dropsies. He already knows, I mean, if you paid attention to the combo, he should already know I already got the Fanges back in my hand. But yeah, so over here, do I want to be greedy, right? No, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to wait for 2 pops of my Battle Butler. I'll just activate Skill Drain right now. And the reason why I do this again is because I've been hit with a lot of Denko Sekkas. I hate that card. No. So as long as he can't get rid of the Skill Drain I have on my field, he cannot go into his wrong miniad. Because, so the ruling for wrong miniad is, if you go into like a 6 material wrong miniad, yeah, your opponent cannot normal summon, your opponent cannot special summon, he's locked out of his extra deck, his draws, his, normals, and everything. That card can be targeted, that card can be destroyed, it gains 1000 attack defense, but that's only if that card is summoned first before Skill Drain gets activated. If Skill Drain is active before that card gets summoned, that every effect gets negated. Every effect of that card is negated. Like, you could target that card, you could destroy that card, you could do whatever with that card. And anyways, he needs to activate stuff on the field. Wrong miniad people, wrong miniad decks, they have to activate stuff that's on the field, like this card. And Skill Drain completely denies them of their activation, so they cannot even complete their wrong miniad combo. So Skill Drain, a really, really good floodgate against wrong miniad. I mean, most decks in general, if they can't get rid of Skill Drain that's on the field, they pretty much just, can't complete their full combo. And sometimes people just scoop as soon as they see Skill Drain being activated, and they know they can't get rid of it. Usually that only happens when you're playing against a Plat 1 player, because Plat 1 players don't care about surrendering games and losing, because Plat 1 players don't get punished even if they surrender games. So over here, what I'll do, I'll activate Pandemonium. I'll keep this threat on the field. I'll activate Pandemonium, go into Battle. I was thinking about going into Weather Washer, but no, right? I want to go into Battle Butler. I'll put Battle Butler in defense position. I'm not gonna put it in attack position. I mean, I know I have I'm immune to card destruction effects, but I'll still put it in defense position because I don't have a Prankist place to boost this by 500, so I'm just gonna put it in defense. I'm not gonna put that in attack. So Chainlink 1, 2, Lamzes, Dropsies. Chainlink 3 always has to be Fancies. So over here, okay, our opponent just scoops. I was gonna say over here I could use Butler and pop his whole field. Skill Drain was doing work anyways. I could have, you know, added a cherry on top of the ice cream by just popping his whole field. But yeah, our opponent just scooped. So let's see. I'll go. Let me check out his deck. Was he playing pure? Was he playing? Yeah, he was playing the full wrong miniad. Yeah, full wrong miniad. Wrong miniad and YouTube Draco Future with two break swords. Okay. But yeah, skill drain really powerful. I mean, if I had saved the Maxi instead of banishing it, I could have drawn a lot of cards. But skill drain just took care. Skill drain, and once he saw the butler on the field, our opponent just scooped anyways. So let's see. I mean, I did win the coin toss, so I'm gonna choose to go first. Skill drain, imperm. I mean, no hand trap negations in our hand, but we do have pretty good cards for setting down. Once it's our opponent's turn, they could be activated and probably make him scoop. But skill drain and imperm are really powerful cards. So I activated terraforming, so I know he has an Ash Blossom. I'll activate Max. Oh, Maxi. I have no counters to Maxi in my hand, so I can't do anything. Alright, so I'll just search for a Lamzes since I do have a Pandemonium in my hand. I'll set down the Pandemonium, set down the Skill Drain, set down the Imperm. And I'll just summon the Lamzes. Since I did show him the Lamzes off of the Prankist place search, I don't want him knowing what the other card I have in my hand. If I summon Dropsies, he would have known I had Lamzes in my hand. I'll put this on, so as soon as his turn starts, I can activate Skill Drain. I'll just pop my Skill Drain. I mean, we don't care about... So we are going to go into Weather Washer, and we don't care about Skill Drain because we're... oh man, I just wasted... I just wasted 1,000 life points. Well, that is bad. I was not expecting. I was kind of expecting. Usually, I don't expect Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster. Like, it's really rare for people to start with those cards in their hands. But yeah, so I'll just go into Weather Washer. Chainlink 1, 2 Dropsies. I care more about the life gain effect, so I'll chainlink it that way. It's gonna burn him for 500. I'll get Fancies. So here, what I'm trying to do is try to get the 3 cards I need for the Battle Butler combo into the graveyard somehow. So that's why I'm doing Fancies and Roxy's, because I already have Lamzes and Dropsies in the graveyard. So he could be running a Kaiju. He's okay, so he's running the Synchron deck. Alright. If he goes into full combo, we're pretty much screwed because Synchron combo ends with a lot of powerful monsters on the field. And this is a one card combo deck. Junk Speeder, yeah. Junk Synchron they can go into full combo. He's gonna summon 4 or 5 tuners. Now watch. Junk Speeder, 4 or 5 tuners straight from his deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, you can do so much with it. If my imperm, I mean, even I can't imperm my own monsters, right? Because if I had put Imperm in this column and activate it on his Lightning Storm, but you can't Imperm your own monsters, can you? Let me check it real quick. Your opponent controls, yeah, so it's opponent's monsters. Oh man, he's gonna get like 4 Stardust Dragons. Like this deck, that it can go into 3 Stardust Dragons, but I'm sure he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go into like 1 Stardust, 1 Baron de Fleur. What else? 1 Borreload Savage. Oh man, he could do so much stuff with this. Like he has free reign. I have no Maxi, no Ash Blossom in my hand. Like Ash Blossom wouldn't matter, but Maxi would have been really good because this deck does special summon way more than prank kids. It special summons a lot of times. Look at the amount of material he has on his field. 6 materials. Okay. Okay. Add 1 monster from your deck tier. So okay, he discarded a Harpy's Feather Duster. So he had Harpy's Feather Duster and Lightning Storm. So our back row would have been wiped anyways. So we couldn't play around it. Even if I had gotten totally and negated his Lightning Storm, his Harpies would have wiped out my back row. Oh man, he started with 2 back row clears, okay. The Librarian, oh man. No. Let's see what he gets out. So he does get out his Stardust Synchron, okay. Doppelgang, oh man, Doppel Warrior. This is gonna be a full combo. Like, I'm half, like, okay, not half, but 1/4. 1/4 of my mind, I'm like, yeah, I just want to hit settings, hit surrender, get on with the next game. But my competitive side, the 3/4, I'm like, no. If somehow I can play through this, god damn, you know. So that's 1 Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. Let's see. So if I chain link this, it's gonna chain link this to do that. Man, you got 2 tokens off of that. Axel Synchro. I probably should have used Weather Watcher's effect before, because I know what this deck does, I know what they climb into, I know what their effects are. So I probably should have used Weather Watcher's effect before this, right? Yeah. And this card is gonna attack me 1, 2, 3. Holy crap, 4. He'll attack me 4 times. There's the Baron de Fleur. That's the Omni Negate. That's the Monster Effect Negate. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I'll let him do the whole thing. He's not plat 1, so I'll let him. I'll sit here and watch the whole combo. I'll let him win as well. Because watching this combo, like even though the combo is long, it's a really cool combo because you can get out so many broken cards on the field with this combo. And this combo started with 1 card. 1 card, just Junk Synchron. I mean, I know, yeah, I could have activated it before. Got 2 cards on the field that would have been immune to battle destruction. So I could have played another turn, but I don't care about that. I want to see what his board ends up on. I just want to see that. A Junk Warrior, okay. at this point it's game over anyways, because I can't activate Weather Watcher, so the cards that I get on the field won't be immune to battle destruction. I can't get cards out on the field that would be immune to battle destruction. I mean, do I want to sit here and watch the whole thing? No, right? Like, I know what his board's gonna end up on. Nah, I'll surrender. I don't want to watch the whole thing. I know what his board ends up on. Anyways, so give me give me 1 minute. I'll just be right back real quick. I just want to get some water. All right, I am back. Got myself some good old H2O. Oh, I not want to hit that. Okay, go back into ranked and let's start pranking people. Okay, plat 1, plat 5, okay. Oh, I did win the coin toss, my bad. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at my phone. So I'll choose to go first. What time did I start my stream? How many? 52 minutes, so 1 hour. I'm 1 hour in. Alright. Let's see what... We started with a complete brick. not, not a single starter card, okay. Maxi Ash Blossom. Maxi... Okay, so I'll put this on so I can Maxi him as soon as his draw phase hits. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to counter or Maxi. I'll just activate Maxi. I mean, I don't care if he's playing a combo deck and he has something, so okay, called by called by the grave. So he is playing a combo deck. Alright. We still do have Imperm. So what I could have done, since he called by the grave the middle column, what is he playing? Oh, he's playing Ignister. Oh man. Oh, that's just sad. He's playing at Ignister. That Maxi would have been so cool. Okay, so I'll just Ash Blossom this. If he doesn't have the electric one, I mean electric one searches for the field spell, so he already has his field spell. But if he doesn't have any other Ad Ignister cards in his hand, his combo's done, right? Dark Infant, Ignister AI land. He already has Ignister AI in his on his field active, so okay, he's gonna Monster Reborn. Is a Chi-Chi. Alright. Oh no, my puppy's barking. I'm sorry, guys. It's he probably saw a car going past in the window, so that's why he's barking like crazy. Set down. Usually, if they set down a car, that's going to be the end of his turn. Like he could go into a link too, but that's probably going to be the end of his turn. Usually, Ignisters don't set down a car. Splash Mage, okay. So here's the thing, right? Do I wanna imperm this? Do I wanna imperm his Splash Mage? Because he's gonna special summon out a monster from his graveyard onto the field. What's that? Okay. So he had FAI Ding Spirit, so he does get the Achichi back. He's gonna Link Climb into Link 3 using these two. Okay, transcode, okay. So if he activates, I'll just imperm this. Okay, I'm just gonna imperm this. I don't want him, yeah, I don't want him getting Link 2 out on the field. Because he's trying to climb into his Add Ignister, the boss monster, Add Ignister, what's the name? Okay, so he's just gonna go into battle phase. That's gonna be the end of his combo. I have nothing on my flag. If I don't draw into a starter card, then this is just dead right now. I could go into one more turn. Yeah, sure. Why not? Called by the grave. Okay. I'll put this back on auto. Raigeki him. Destroy the transcode. He has something he can activate, Maxi. I have my guy. I have nothing in my hand to go off to combo off of. And the reason why his Maxi got negated is because he called by the grave last turn, my Maxi. So until the end of his phase, any cards with the same name will be negated. So his Maxi got negated. I'll set down Call by the Grave, put this back on, and this end my turn. Because I don't have any starter cards, right? Let's see what he does. This is just so funny to me for some reason. No, not gonna activate Call by the Grave. I'm gonna wait till he tries to get. This card's in a graveyard, so it's gonna special summon. Okay. Doyon and Ignister. Add it to your hand. Okay. I'm just gonna call by the grave that. I don't want him adding anything. I don't want him adding any cards. I don't want him drawing any cards. Like we're both stuck. Literally we're both stuck because I don't have any starter cards in my hand. If that card is not a if oh god, this is so funny. Prank Kids versus Ad Ignister, and we're both kind of stuck. He can't go into his boss monster. I can't even start a combo. Pandemonium. I mean, come on, man. Game, come on. Give me something. Oh god, this is just funny. Okay. I mean, if I had drawn into at least a skill drain, it would have been better than drawing into Pandemonium. At least a skill drain, an Imperm, or Nibiru, even Maxi or Ash Blossom, right? Any of the hand traps that I have in my deck, even Called by the Grave, would have been better than Pandemonium right now. God. Oh, finally. I mean, yeah, I say finally, but if he has an Ash Blossom in his hand, Okay, he doesn't. Oh, thank you, game. Finally a starter card. So as long as we get our 3 Battle Butler stuff into our graveyard, we could activate Thunder Dragon Fusion now. How many turns? 3 turns. After 3 turns, I got a starter card. Man, this seems funny too. Funny to me. I mean, even if he uses this and he scoops. God, that was just a funny game. Like, I kind of want to put this on YouTube, not gonna lie, but no. This is a stupid, stupid game. Like, he couldn't draw into his stuff, I couldn't draw into my stuff for 3 freaking turns. I mean, he drew into his stuff on turn 1. He didn't have any other starter cards, but he did have his Chi-Chi. As for me, I had nothing. Anyways, let's get on with our next game. We are going second, and we only have Ash Blossom, so we have to use this strategically and not just blow our Ash Blossom with anything we see. So let's see. First, we have to know what kind of deck our opponent might be playing. So let's see what card he starts with. That's going to give us a general idea of what deck our opponent will be playing. And then we could kind of, go from there. What we want to Ash Blossom. Oh man, please don't set 5 and pass. Okay, what's this? Card. Okay. So I have no idea what this guy is playing. I have no idea what this deck is either. So do I want to Ash? He's gonna draw 2. Do I want to Ash Blossom it? No. Yeah, right. I don't want him drawing 2. So I'll Ash Blossom this. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be end phase, but I don't want him drawing 2 cards. It's still gonna be his main phase 1. That was his normal summon. He normal summoned out a monster, so he cannot normal summon. He can only special summon now. Okay, so it's gonna be end. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. I was hoping to draw into Ash Blossom or Call by the Grave, but okay. Because if our opponent Ash Blossoms or Max sees us, and usually people start with some kind of hand trap in their hand. You have to be really unlucky to start with no hand traps. The card I'll add will be Lampsies, and I'll start with normaling out my Lampsies, since that is the card I showed him. So let's see. He can Ash Blossom our first graveyard activation of Lampsies if he has it, but it's not going to stop our combo, because we still can't go into Pandemonium with 2 Dropsies. Okay. So he's not going to use whatever card effect that he may have. So, I mean, here's the thing. Do I want to just end on Doodle-Doo, not activate the Pansies, and then go into battle phase, hit him for 2k and end my turn? Because I am kind of worried about Nibiru. I mean, I can play through the Nibiru, because I do have Pandemonium and 2 named Franken's monsters. But still. From my deck to my hand. Do I want to get another Pandemonium? What am I going to place? I'll get another place. I'll discard the Pandemonium. We already have all the 3 cards we need in our rotation. We have Pandemonium, Pranks, and Place. So yeah, there's that. I'll special out Roxy since I do have Dropsies in my hand. Let's see if he Nibirus us. Okay. So here's the thing, right? I could activate Pranks, discard 1 Dropsies, get a token, use the Doodle-Doo and a token to go into Nightmare to bounce that card. I am kind of worried about that card. And your opponent scoops. So I have no idea what that deck is. I am gonna look at it, but I was gonna go into that combo. I was gonna go into Nightmare, bounce that card, use Pandemonium, go into Rocket Ride, get 2 of those cards, go into Bow Wow Bark, get. I mean, but yeah, I would have only been able to hit him in the face for how much? Close to 6,000, right? Yeah, close to 6,000. I could have hit him in the face for close to 6,000. But let's see what kind of deck our opponent was playing. He was playing the side gear, complete side gear deck with Rose, I mean, Black Rose Dragon in it. So plants, well, not plants. Black Rose is not considered plants, right? I mean, I never see this deck. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I'm not gonna lie. Side frame deck, first time I'm seeing it. But anyways, okay. So he just scooped, but okay. What's this? Okay. So anyways, if you guys are watching this, welcome to the YouTube stream of pranks. I do appreciate you guys watching me. I am still new to the YouTube stuff. I've been posting videos of prank kids on YouTube for I think a month now, a month and a couple of days, give and take. But yeah, if you guys like my stuff, you could go watch prank. I have prank kids against almost every meta deck, every meta, non-meta, and rogue deck. But yeah. So do I wanna do I wanna I'll Ash Blossom the Upstart Goblin. I don't want him drawing cards. This could be anything, right? It could be the Cancer Burn deck, the DD Dynamite deck. This could be just an Ash Blossom bait that he could have thrown out. I'm gonna do it anyways. So he's playing Magician's Pendulum. Okay. So now, is it an FTK Magician's Pendulum? Because if it's an FTK with 2 Starving Venoms, we could kill him. We could deny him the whole combo with Nibiru. But if it's just the Magician's Pendulum, not the FTK, I mean, he still special summons out a lot of times, right? Magician's Pendulum still special summon a lot of times. So we could still Nibiru him. Theoretically, we could still Nibiru him to wipe out his board. But let's see what he does. What card did he get? He got Purple. Okay, so Sorcerer. He got Sorcerer off of that. Sorcerer is what scale? It's 2. Okay, so he could Pendulum Summon. So our first Ash Blossom on his Upstart Goblin made him upset, so upset that he couldn't get a card that he scooped. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Was our opponent Plat 1? He was not. He was Plat 3. So let's see if he was playing the FTK. He wasn't. Because for FTK you need to have 2 Starving Venoms, right? You can't just be okay with one. You need to have 2 Starving Venoms to FTK. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm cool with that. Just 1 Ash Blossom on his Upstart Goblin and he got upset that he couldn't go into full combo, just surrenders. Okay. You do you, my guy. Anyways, Plat 1, Plat 3, win the coin toss. Nice. Choose to always. Yeah, with prank kids, I always choose to go first, if I can help it. Like sometimes I purposely go second. Most of the times I end up losing going second, but sometimes when I go second, I get pretty good YouTube videos out of those. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so no hand trap protection. So here's the thing. Do I want to start with Roxy's? Do I want to draw a card? Yeah, right. So I want to draw a card. Unless he Ash Blossoms this, I do want to banish the Roxy's that I have in my hand, the extra copy, to draw another card. See if that card helps us with doing anything. If he doesn't Ash Blossom the first effect, obviously. So he has no Ash Blossom, no Maxi. Pretty good. You got called by the grave. Alright, nice. Special summon out our pansies. So I'll just start link climbing. I'll probably end up going into a full card combo if he doesn't Nibiru us. But if he Nibirus us, we're gonna be stuck with going into Rocket Ride to get cards out and go from there. But let's see what happens. Deck to my hand. Since I am trying to go into full combo, I'll get Pandemonium. And if he doesn't Nibiru us, I'll play Greedy and discard Pranks. Because if he doesn't Nibiru us, we'll end up with having combo pieces for Battle Butler in our hand. So I could get the Pranks and Pandemonium out from my graveyard and into my hand off of the Doodle-Doo's effect. So I'll do that. I'll play Greedy, so his board's not gonna light up. So I'm just gonna assume he doesn't have Nibiru. I'll be completely greedy. So the two cards that I haven't used the effect of are Dropsies and Lamsies, so I'll go ahead and use those to fusion summon out my Rocket Ride so that I can activate those cards from my graveyard to get more special summons out. Chain Link 1 2 Lamsies Dropsies. Chain Link 3 Rocket Ride. I mean, I know he doesn't have he hasn't Ash Blossoms me just yet, but sometimes what people do is they put the activation on and they randomly Ash Blossom you in the middle of your combo, and you're just stuck. You sit there and you're like, what just happened? Why did it not Ash Blossom the first combo piece and Ash Blossom like something like third or fourth combo piece? So yeah, I'm doing that because of that. So always chain block. Special summon. Since I am gonna get Pranks back, right? So I'm just gonna special out another Roxy's. And using the Roxy's and Pansies on the field, I'm just gonna go into my Powwow Bark. Okay, then using Doodle-Doo and Powwow Bark, Link Climb into my Rip Roaring Roaster. So this is the full Prank Kids combo. I mean, it's not full as in you have one Raigeki and one Harpy's Feather Duster, or two Raigekis, one Harpy's Feather Duster, or either way, But if you have the right cards in your hand, say if you have stuff like Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, Thunder Dragon Fusion, you could potentially put up to upwards of more than 10,000 damage on the field in one single turn. And that's a lot of damage. So here I'll activate Doodle-Doo and get Pranks and Pandemonium out, since I do have a piece for the Battle Butler combo, namely being Pansies, so I'm not going to get one other combo piece out. And the reason why I'm getting Pranks is because I want to start recycling the cards. I did use up a lot of cards in my first combo to set up my board, so I'm going to get Pranks out and start recycling cards. Always put this on before the end of your turn. And usually when your opponent ends their turn and it's your turn, and usually I put it back on auto, because if I have a Baxi or Ash Blossom in my hand, it kind of gets annoying with the repeated prompts. But sometimes you want to keep it on. I mean, that's your preference, right? So I'm gonna get Rocket Ride. I am gonna get Pansies. I have one Pansies in my hand. I have two in my graveyards. I have no Pansies left in my deck. I'm not gonna get Roxy's. I'm gonna get Dropsies. Oh no, I can't get Dropsies. My bad. I don't have Dropsies in my hand. I was just about to make a fatal error. So yeah, Rocket Ride, Pansies, and Roxy's. See what I draw. Skill Drain. Skill Drain would have been nice before. Skill Drain would have been a nice draw over Call by the Grave, right? But yeah, Skill Drain would make it so that my opponent. If my opponent's playing a combo deck, it would have been really good in my hand, or on my field. Skill Drain would have been really good on my field. So anyways, I'll get the two pieces for the Battle Butler combo. I'll try to get the two pieces. If he Call by the Graves my Doodle-Doo, Powwow Bark, he's not. So we are online with our Battle Butler combo. We do have Pandemonium set. We do have the three pieces for the Battle Butler. So let's see first. So our opponent, okay, oh man, this skill drain would have been so nice on the field. Okay, so I'll activate I'll activate Pandemonium right now because I know they could normal out Kokimaru, which negates opponent's card effects by tributing itself. So if he gets a Kokai Miru is only monster effects, right? Or is it a spell trap effect? No, Kokai Miru is only monster effects because usually you get Kokai Miru out to counter your opponent's Nibiru. So anyways, I'll just go into my battle buzzer. He's gonna get his analyzer on the field, so I'll start using my graveyard activations. Let's see. I mean, even if he gets Kokimiru out on the field. No. It doesn't matter to us because we have 2 pops with the Butler. So yeah. One card I'll summon will be the Roxy's. One card I'll summon will be the Dropsies, and the last one will be Pansies off of the Dropsies. So at this point, I'm out of Roxy's and Pansies in my deck, so I have to keep that in the back of my mind. 2 copies of Pansies, 1 copy of Rox. No, Miracle Rupture. Okay, so no. That's just, I mean, Adamancipator, I have an Adamancipator deck and I don't run stuff like this. I run Sekka's Light, I don't run this. Okay, so I'm just gonna call by the grave that. I don't want him putting my Butler face down because that, if it does that, I can't activate Butler's effect. So it's trying to make it so that, okay, cross out. So it's gonna cross out my call by the grave, okay. So I'll activate 1 pop of Battle Butler. I'll pop his Analyzer. I mean, generally, when you play Adamancipator, you don't run these cards, right? Because I just run Sekka's Light. I run pure... Okay. Till you activate a monster that can be normal set, then if the monster is same level as the one declared by opponent, send all activated cards to the graveyard. If not, special summon the activated monster and also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. So what level do I want to call? Usually with this you call level 4, right? Or do I want to call level 2? Do I want to call level 2 or level 4? I'll call level 2. Okay. So Doki Doki, I called it right. Hit Doki Doki and Doki Doki is on to the graveyard. And he cannot special summon the monster because special summon only happens if I called the level wrong. And since I know what cards Adamancipator deck runs, I kinda had a general idea. He hit Doki Doki, 2 Doki Dokis, and he can't... Okay, so he can only special out Doki Doki, he cannot special out level 4. Or wait, no, he can. This is not a tuner, right? It's not a tuner, so he can't special this out. He's gonna activate Doki Doki, Kokai Miru, okay, so he did have Kokai Miru in his hand. He gets an Analyzer, okay, 1, 2, 3. He only hit 1 so far, no. He only hit 1, which was the first one, the Rock Band Zeno Guitar. So let's see what he. So he has to go into Raptite using this and this, or this. Okay, he used two level. Okay, so he's gonna search for his Block Dragon first. Okay. Oh man, Skill Drain would have been so good. Yeah, Skill Drain would have been such a good add on the hand. Because it would have just completely destroyed his combo. He would have probably scooped as soon as he saw the skill drain. Okay, he's gonna go into Alky Fabrics with this. He did get the Block Dragon. Alky Fabrics will get 1 level 3 or lower special summon on the field. Tuner. So what did he get? He's getting Tackle Crusader, okay. So he wants to make some other card. Tackle Crusader, okay. Okay. So Tackle Crusaders, okay, so even if I had Skill Drain active on the field, with Tackle Crusader, he could have just popped my Skill Drain, right? Yeah, he could have just popped my Skill, because that would have been a graveyard activation. So yeah, that would have been bad as well. I mean, with even yeah, Skill Drain would have been bad as well. Yeah. So Call by the Grave was pretty okay. He does go into Baron de Fleur, okay. He can still go into Apollo USA using these three cards. He's gonna get a token out of the Phantom Lion, Lion, Beast Old Lion. And with Block Dragon, he will get one Researcher, one Seeker, and then Gigantes. And he hasn't activated Seeker's effect yet. So he can activate Seeker's effect. Oh man, he already has one Omni Negate on the field. He could go into two Omni Negates, but then he wouldn't have Apollo USA. Okay, so before he activates Seeker's effect, he has to get rid of some cards on the field because he doesn't have enough spot to activate Seeker's effect. So let's see what he does. I mean, this is a really interesting game because I went into my full combo and he is going into his full combo, and neither of us can stop the opponent from going into full combo. My Battle Butler is face down, so I can't activate its effect to Raigeki. Okay, he's gonna go into Nightmare. Let's see what card he bounces. I'm gonna assume he's gonna bounce my Butler. That's the only thing that makes sense because he's gonna throw away a Seeker. Does he have two copies of Seeker in his hand? Anyways, let's see. Like if I was him, I would bounce Butler, right? Yeah, I would for sure bounce Butler because I could still activate Butler on my turn. I wouldn't bounce Roaster because Emancipators doesn't have any set rows, so he's not worried about the set rows. I mean, does he have another Seeker? Because he hasn't activated Seeker yet. He activated Researcher, he activated Analyzer. He hasn't activated Seeker yet. Alright? Yeah, I mean, does he have another Seeker in his hand? He's gonna go into Raptite. He's gonna excavate the top 5. No. 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 Yes. No. He does get the Doki Doki, okay. I mean, he could still link climb into access code, but access code can't destroy our cards because we are immune to card destruction due to. He does that. I mean, the only card he can destroy is our prank is pranks, which is really stupid because Baobark's effect went off. Oh man. Is he actually gonna do it? Okay. He's gonna start trying to. If he doesn't pop pranks, now I was gonna wonder what just happened. Okay, he's gonna get the Block Dragon back again on the field. I mean, Apollo USA would have been better than Access Code at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Our Baobark's effect did go off, so he can't pop our cards with Access Code. So here's the thing, right? You have to look at cards' effects. Access Code destroys card. We are immune to destruction effects. But some cards, like Zeus, Zeus doesn't destroy cards. Zeus just takes all cards on the field and sends them to the graveyard. So Baobark's effect will have nothing on Zeus's effect activation because Zeus is not destroying cards. It's just sending cards to the graveyard. That's it. That's his effect. So yeah. So what do I want to get? I'll get Prankit's place. See if he uses. Okay, he's gonna use Baron de Fleur's effect to deny me that activation. But I was expecting it anyway, so it wouldn't matter what card I selected. Block Dragon. So no, never kill the Roxys. Always go for Dropsies. No, never go for Fansies either. Always against Prankids. Always go for Dropsies. I mean, we are kind of dead in the water because is he going into IP Mask? IP Mask doesn't do anything, right? He can't bounce a card because he already used Nightmare Unicorn. Is he running 2 Nightmare Unicorns? I don't think he could run 2 Nightmare Unicorns in his extra deck, right? He could be, I mean, you never know what people run. So IP Mask is kind of useless. He's gonna get Block Dragon again, okay. Is this considered a rock? It's not. It's not. This is a rock. This is a rock. It's not. And that's rock. So the only card. Okay, he's gonna go into Apollo USA. Oh, all right. He could still activate this and pop our pranks. He's gonna get the Block Dragon again on the field. All right. This is not rock, right? It's only these 2 cards are immune to card destruction effects. If not in battle. So I have to somehow bait out the Baron de Fleur. If I somehow bait out the Baron de he's gonna... Okay. He's gonna pop pranks. I was gonna say, if I somehow bait out the Baron de Fleur's Omni Negate, we could just Raigeki his field and get rid of all these 3 cards. And then we could link Klein into our combo. Oh man, let's see what we draw first. Okay. That just sucks. So he's not gonna use Omni Negate if we start activating stuff in our graveyard. He's just gonna use Apollo USA's effect. Okay, so we're kind of. I mean, even if I go into. Even if I go into. Oh man, even if I go into Predaplant using Meowmoo and Ash Blossom, he can still use Apollo USS to cancel it again. He has 3 negates. And I don't think he'll use this Omni Negate before he blows the charge of Apollo USA. Oh man. Like I have nothing I can activate, right? He's gonna instantly use one charge for the Dropsy's activation in the graveyard, so it's gonna put him in 16. If I summon Ash Blossom, go into Predaplant, he's gonna do this, so it's gonna put it at 8. I can't get rid of his stuff. I mean, I know for sure he's not gonna use the Omni Negate. Alright, let's see what he does. I'm pretty sure he's gonna activate Apollo USA. Like, I have to somehow bait this Omni Negate out to activate Raigeki to get rid of these three. If I get rid of these three, I can still survive. Okay. Hmm. Like, there's no way it's gonna work, right? Like, he's just gonna Omni Negate the Raigeki. Okay. He banished a Meow move. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, with like if I activate Raigeki, he's just gonna burn the floor and deny me my Raigeki. Yeah. I mean, even with this, wait, Baron de Fleur doesn't. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry. What just happened? Why did my Raigeki go through? Once while face up on the field, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect can negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Okay, so what I should have done, like I had another play, right? What I should have done, is this considered rock? So why didn't this card get destroyed with Raigeki? Hmm. I'm gonna be down at 4,700. 5, 6, 7. He would have enough on the field to kill me. Yeah, that's just game, right? Yeah, that's just game. So, as I was saying, what I could have done differently is that I could have activated Predaplant and used its first effect, which is turning your monster, your one of the monsters on the field into dark, and tried to bait out his Apollo US's effect. But Raigeki didn't destroy Apollo USA, but Baron de Fleur somehow didn't get activated. I'm not sure what happened. So what it only get activated if I so if it's not, if I flip a card, it doesn't get activated. If I just activate it from my hand, then he can negate it. I'm not too sure about the rulings now. Why didn't Baron de Fleur get activated? Anyways, plat 1, won the coin toss. Our opponent sees prank kids and scoops. Okay, so this is how matches against plat 1 players goes. Usually for me, they see something they don't like or they don't have something in their hand they could use to counter or negate, they just scoop because game doesn't punish them. Anyways, let's see what kind of deck they're playing. They were playing the Speedroid deck with, yeah, they were playing the full Speedroid deck. So they probably didn't have anything in their hand that they could use to counter our opening, so that's why they insta-scooped. Anyways, what time is it? Oh wait. Well, hold on, I'm trying to read the messages. But first, our opponent is playing, okay. So I'll just activate Maxi right here. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat and play. 1 second. Did he Ash Blossom or something? No, he didn't. Okay, pretty good for us. So if you guys don't know, the rulings on Called by the Grave is Called by the Grave has to be set down on the field for it to get activated if your opponent activates stuff from their graveyard, but you can Call by the Grave stuff that they send from their hand to the graveyard to activate. So stuff like Maxi and Ash Blossom, you can Call by the Grave, but you can't Call by the Grave from your hand. But you can't Call by the Grave stuff that is already in the graveyard and then gets activated. So it's like, you know, like different of a word. That's how the ruling goes. He did banish 3. So yeah. So to answer your God damn it. Oh, some work. And that's gonna get the token, it's gonna lock me into wind only. Anyways, as I was saying, Prank Kids is a really fun deck and easy to pick up. As long as you put 2 to 3 hours into it, I would say. 2 to 3 hours and you could easily pick up Prank Kids. You don't even have to build the full deck that I'm currently playing. You could build the cheap version of Prank Kids, which costs you, I don't know, like, cheap version of Prank Kids only runs how many? So the staple cards, I'm not counting the staple hand traps. I'm not counting staple hand traps being your Maxi, Ash Blossom. I could count Imperm, but I'm not gonna count Imperm. Imperm is a staple hand trap, but I'm not gonna count Imperm. So Maxi and Ash Blossom, if you don't have, if you don't count those cards, the UR count will be like, what, 5 or 6 UR cards, which is pretty cheap in the deck. And what wind monster is my fusion summon? Wind? Oh, I could go straight. I could go straight. Battle Butler is a wind monster. I never knew that. So I could literally straight go into Battle Butler. Oh, that's pretty amazing. So I could go straight into Battle Butler, go into Battle Phase, pop this. I mean, I could still use Lampseize and pop this. Like, what do I want to play it with? Use Lampseize and pop this, or go into Battle Butler and pop it? Like, either way, I have to pop this card, because otherwise I can't special summon out from my deck. I'm gonna normal summon it and see if he max sees us. He's not. Okay, so I'll just pop his token. Main phase 2. Okay, let's start our combo. I'll just start link climbing into stuff. So what I'll link climb into is, do I want to? So okay, so do I want to pop the Simorgh or do I mean not pop, bounce back. Do I want to bounce back the Simorgh or the Fractal? Because I already used my battle phase, right? And usually these guys only run one token. When I say token, I mean the statue. This deck only usually runs one of them. The second card I will be going into Fansies. Even though I have a Fansies in my hand, I want to get the discard effect of Fansies off. Oh, I have a Pandemonium in my hand. Okay, so I don't even need to go into Fansies' second card. But I'll do it anyway. So this is how the normal combo goes. You start off with a named Prankis monster, hopefully not Fansies. Then you go into your second special summon off of the first graveyard effect, which you usually want it to be Fansies. So that if your opponent Ash Blossoms your Doodle-Doo Search, off of the Fansies you know what card to discard to get off of the Doodle-Doo's tribute effect out from your graveyard and back into your hand. So off of this search I'll get a Pranks, because I already have all the other 3 cards in my hand or on the field, and the other card I'll throw will be Pandemonium. So I want to get 2 Pandemoniums in rotation. Usually I like to have 2 Pandemoniums in rotation, not just 1. And over here I'll go into Roxy's, because I have Dropsies in my hand. I could even go into Access Code and pop both cards. Because Simorgh has another ability at the end of the end phase, so you can special summon 1 Winged Beast monster from your hand or your deck. Oh, it's not going to activate because it doesn't have any set cards. Lower than the total number of unused spell traps on the field. So that's not going to activate, so I could just bounce this. I wouldn't care about the Simorgh. Yeah, I could just bounce his... Yeah, I'm just going to bounce his Fractal. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gotten a token first. Oh, no. That's bad. Yeah, I should have gotten a token first. Because this only requires effect monsters and your token is considered an effect monster. So I'll bounce back the Fractal. Oh, so I can't target this card. Okay, anyways, I can't target the Simorgh anyways. So, okay, so I kind of messed up over there, but doesn't matter. We still have stuff we can play with. Put this on, activate Pranks, yes. Doodle-Doo, Fansies, since I do have 2 copies of Fansies in the graveyard. I'll get another... No, right? Like, I do want to keep the copies of the Battle Butler stuff in my graveyard in case I go into Predaplant. So I'll get 1 Roxy's. Okay, so the reason why I say I messed up there is because I should have used my Pranks, got a token, and then used the token and the Doodle-Doo. I mean, oh no, I should have hit yes. It's on both sides. Oh no. So level 2 or lower. It's on both sides. And he has Littlesk, okay. Oh man. I should Ash Blossom that effect. Nah, I'll allow it. I'm not gonna Ash Blossom that anymore. It's way too late to Ash Blossom now. So anyways, as I was saying, Prank Kids is a pretty easy deck to pick up and it's really cheap as well. So if you're new into the game and you need some kind of initiation, Prank Kids is a pretty good deck because it can help you get accustomed to linking combo into going to Xyz, into going into fusions. I'll just activate Skill Drain, hoping he doesn't have a Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster in his hand. Skill Drain completely destroys any Zodiac deck, any Tri-Brigade, I mean. If they can't get rid of the Skill Drain on the field, they're pretty much, their gameplay is done. They can't do anything. So yeah, Prank Kids is a pretty, like, you could pick it up easily. The combos are not that hard. As long as you need to know 6 main combos. For me, 6 main combos. There is one combo with one card, one combo with 2 cards, one combo with polymerization going to totally awesome, one combo with polymerization and 2 cards going into totally awesome, then a one combo which is going second combo, and then there's one more combo. Like, I have a combo guide, I forgot what the last combo is, I can't think of it. What's the last combo? One card, 2 card, and the 2 card polymerization. Like, instantly use, Pandemonium. Instantly use Pandemonium and go into your combo. I think that's the 6th combo that I'm talking about. Like, as long as you know this 6, can't talk. This 6, I can't talk. These 6 combos, I can't talk. I can't talk today. As long as you know this 6 combos, you could just mix and match these combos to play Prank Kids. As you guys are seeing right now, I'm mixing and matching these combos to go through my stuff. So let's see. Like, he could climb into access code, right? But we have Skill Drain. He could pop the access code to pop our Skill Drain. As long as he doesn't get Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, or Twin Twister, we're pretty. Even if he kills this, I don't think he can OTK us through our life points. Okay, he goes into Ferret. I mean, do I wanna? It's negated anyways. I'm just gonna call by the grave anything he activates from his graveyard. So let's see what he goes into. I mean, does he want to link climb into? Even if he goes into Shuriak can't pop any card, banish any cards because Skill Drain is active. The only way he can pop Skill Drain is going into access code. Okay, I mean, I don't care about these cards. Their effects are negated. So the Ferret. Do I want to Ash Blossom the Ferret or Call by the Grave the Ferret? Because I want to do it. As you can see, special summon 1 level for lower Winged Beast or Winged Beast monster from your hand. He hasn't used his normal summon yet, right? Or did he use his normal summon? Was this his normal summon? No, that's not his normal summon. So he hasn't used his normal summon yet. So I'll call. Do I want to Call by the Grave? Or Ash Blossom? I'll Call by the Grave because if he goes into activating stuff on the field, no, he can't activate stuff on the field anyways because of Skill Drain. So his Fractal or Karis is negated. I probably should have Ash Blossom this instead of Call by the Grave. But he can still activate a Revolt. Right? Yeah, I can still activate a Revolt. Go into Shuriag. So that's his normal summon now. The Warbler is his normal summon. I mean, what can he link climb into? Is it going to go to access code? Because that was a link 3. No, he goes into Shuriag, okay. Shuriag's not going to activate. That's just going to lower our attack, or monster's attack by 600 each type. Winged Beast, no, that's just going to be 300, not 600, because they're one type. Okay, so another thing you guys have Monster Reborn, okay. So another thing you have to know is difference between effect and type. Type is this right here, and effect, I mean, sorry, and this is their type. Oh, hold up, what am I saying? For each type, this is the monster's type, winged beast, and attribute, type and attribute. Attribute are these. They're wind, light, dark, earth, fire, water, stuff like that. So for against Eldritch, when your opponent activates goes in match and evenly matched, or rivalry of the warlords, those are two separate cards. So one blocks you from getting types, and one blocks you from getting attributes. So that's why they do that. Hundred, 1,700. Okay. What can we do with 1,700 life points? I mean, Prankid's play is still active on the field, so if I go start link climbing, he can't Ash Blossom the first one, and all this stuff is gonna get lowered by 500 attack points. Right, Geki. Okay, not too bad. Wait. You can special summon from hand, but negates its effect. And what is this? You can add one winged beast. Okay. So I am gonna start with Raigeki, popping these two. This all three, because their effects are negated. All three cards will get popped. I'm gonna, if he doesn't chain block his, okay, so I'm not too worried about him adding a card into his hand. I'm more worried about him special summoning a card from his hand onto the field, because I do kind of want to OTK him this turn. I mean, I can, because I do have Pandemonium set on the field. I could go into Rocket Ride and get stuff out, Link Climb into Rip Roaring Roaster. But let's see. What card did he get? He got Canary. Okay, Canary doesn't matter. So I'll just... Okay. Actually, what I should have done, because he can still Ash Blossom us, right? So what I should have done was let his monsters stay on the field, done one piece of the combo, the first part, which was going into Meowmoo, activating the first graveyard effect, so we could cover up the first graveyard effect with our Pranket's play, so he couldn't Ash Blossom the first effect. Yeah, I should have done that, but he's choosing not to do anything, okay? So we don't care about the discard effect of Fancies right now. No, I'm gonna put this back on auto because the prompts kind of get annoying. I could go into Plant, go into Butler, but that'll only leave me with 700 life points. So I'll do that at the end. If I think I have to do it, I'll do that at the end. Because he does have something that he can activate. It's probably the level 3 Link Climb, right? His Rugal. I'm not sure. He could have something in his hand as well. Could be Imperm. Could be Effect Veiler. Excuse me. But let's see. The third card I'll get will be Roxy's, because I want to banish Terraforming from my hand, because I already have Prankist plays in place. So I want to banish this to draw something else. I mean, am I worried about Nibiru? I don't even care about the Ash Blossom, right? So I could actually just go into... I could actually go into a full combo. I could, if he doesn't have Nibiru, it's game over. Yeah, if he doesn't have Nibiru, it's pretty much game over for him. I'll activate another place to search for Fansies. Because I do have Pandemonium, so I could go into Rocket Ride. No, yes, get a Fansies. So here's the thing, right? Am I worried about Nibiru? Because once I activate this, I won't have anything in my hand left to activate Pranket's Pranks and get a token on the field with. Hmm. Did we already go into Bow Wow Park? We never went into Bow Wow Park, right? Okay. I'll play greedy. I'll play greedy and go into Rocket Ride. I'm gonna assume he doesn't have Nibiru. But I know this deck runs Nibiru. The Lyrilisk Bird of Tri-Brigade, they do run Nibiru. They generally run one or two Nibirus. Like if he Nibirus us right here, if he chain links Nibiru, we're still pretty okay because we'll still have materials on the field. But if he Nibirus us after all the stuff hits the field, that's pretty bad. So as I was saying, I'll have exactly 7,000 damage on the field once this combo ends. Oh nice, we do get a Fancies, which is pretty good. I'll go into one Dropsies and one Roxies. I'll send Glaze to the graveyard and one Roxies. So once I go into Bow Wow Bark, I'll have exactly 7,000 damage on the field. So as you can see, these two cards are 5,000 and 7,000. What card could it be that he's not activating? I mean, they don't run Battle Fader or Battle Phase Ender cards, right? Okay. He's gonna take the 2500 on his face. Will he take this as well? Okay. So if he takes this, that's pretty much game over. So he had something, but it was probably that it wouldn't help him. Some activation that wouldn't help him, I'm assuming. I'm gonna check his deck out real quick. I want to see what card that's eating me inside right now. I want to see what card it could be that he could have activated. I mean, he could activate Forbidden. He could have activated Forbidden if he had Forbidden in his hand. Dark Ruler no more. He could have activated Dark Ruler no, not on his turn. It has to be a quick play. So not on his turn. Dark Ruler no more can't be activated on his turn. What else? I mean, could have been a Maxi. Oh, DD Crow. It could have been a DD Crow. Okay. So DD Crow wouldn't have helped him anyways because DD Crow doesn't negate effect. DD Crow only banishes from your graveyard. Even if you activate a graveyard effect and DD Crow banishes the card of the card that activated in the graveyard, the effect will still go through. It's just that the card will be banished. That's it. So anyways, on to the next game. Let's see. Oh, our opponent, he won the coin toss and he gave us the first turn. Okay, thank you, I guess. So let's see. No, okay, so protection against Maxi, but no. I mean, we could theoretically play through Nibiru if they don't deny us our Doodle-Doo search. So I'll just go into combo. I'll probably go into a full combo. If my opponent doesn't negate me somewhere, I'll probably go into full combo. So I have to see, once the Fancy's effect resolves, I have to see if my opponent's board lights up. If it lights up, I am not going into full combo. I'm going to I'm going to just put Bow Wow Bark on the field and end my turn, hoping that they Nibiru me there so that I could fusion, Rocket Ride, and then get the Bow Wow Bark back out on the field. So even if Nibiru hits us, we'll still be pretty safe. So let's see. So far his field hasn't lighted up. So no Maxi, no Ash Blossom, no Imperm. I'll get a Pandemonium off of the Doodle-Doo search, and since I already have the Prankets Pranks in my hand, I'll send to the graveyard a Prankets Place. Special summon out. The monster I'll special summon out will be Roxy's, because I do have Lampsies in my hand. So his board didn't light up. So right here, it could mean that my opponent doesn't have a Nibiru, or he could have turned this toggle off so that it wouldn't go over on his side even after 5 monsters are summoned or special summoned on the field. Excuse me. So here's the thing, right? Do I want to play greedy? Do I want to completely assume that the opponent doesn't have a Nibiru? And do I want to be greedy and go into full combo? Or that do I want to play safe and go into 1-card combo? And then the game could punish me by him just setting 5 and passing. And then I would be like, I regretted not going into Rip-Roaring Roaster. I'll choose to be greedy again. Like, my greed is paying off in the past few games, so I'll be greedy again. I go full combo into Rip-Roaring Roaster. If it's a set 5 and pass, if he doesn't have a Kaiju in hand, that's pretty much game over once Rip-Roaring Roaster hits the field. I'll chain block with Rocket Ride, because again, sometimes people like to Ash Blossom you in the middle of your combo, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, so what do I want to banish? Banish Fancies, right? Because I can still get it back off of the Thunder Dragon Fusion. I draw into another Pandemonium, okay. I'll special summon 1 Lampsies. I want to keep the 2 drops in my deck in case I want to go into Totally Awesome combo on my next turn. Okay, so go into our Bow Wow Bark. Again, for this combo, always remember, if you are new to Prankets, always keep the spot under the extra monster zone you summon your Doodle-Doo into open. Otherwise, you won't be able to link your Bow Wow Bark out without using up the Doodle-Doo. Because the arrows that point, the one that points under this, it's red, and the one that points up over it, it's red. So they have to be linked. As you can see, these cards have to be linked. Otherwise, you won't be able to. I mean, you can still special summon out Bow Wow Bark, but you would be forced to use Doodle-Doo as a material for it. So yeah, if you're new, keep that in mind. So I'll just go into my Rip-Roaring Roaster, activate Rocket Ride to get my Bow Wow Bark and Doodle-Doo back out onto the field. See, so then, I mean, I already have Pandemonium in my hand, right? So I'm not gonna get a Pandemonium, and I'll get 2 Prankets cards out, named monster cards. I could even get Prankets Place out, if I so choose to do so. But no, I'll play it safe now. I'll play it safe and get Dropsies and Lampsies. So in case my opponent denies me my Bow Wow Bark, I'm not forced to use a Rip-Roaring Roaster as a material to go into Weather Washer. I would still have 2 materials in my hand to go into Weather Washer, right? So yeah, put this on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll activate I'll activate the Prank is Pranks effect, yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. One doodle do Rocket Ride and Roxy's. Not gonna Ash Blossom my own card. No, thank you. Okay, so I drew into another Dropsies. Okay. My opponent drew. I'm just gonna activate Bubble Bark. No. Not gonna use Meowmo for it. And the card we need is one Fansies. And the other card I'll get will be the Place. I'll get Fansies and Place because I want to have Place in my hand, in case I need to search for more cards on my next turn. And in case I need to lower my monster's attack and boost my monster's attack to get over like 4k monsters. God, I mean, come on, what are the chances? What are the chances? I hate this game so much. I'll get... Don't want to get Lamseys out. Or don't want to get Pandemonium out. I'll get Pandemonium out. And the reason why I'm getting Pandemonium out is because in case my opponent has Denko-Sekka. Again, I freaking hate that card. So what Denko-Sekka does is that once it's normal summoned on the field, it's a normal summon monster by the way. Once it's on the field, if Pankratops, okay, so he's gonna destroy my Kaiju. No, he wants to destroy my Butler. Okay, so what Denko-Sekka, as I was saying, it's a quick effect, right? Does it start a chain? Does Pankratops start a chain? I don't think Pankratops starts a chain. So I'm gonna be forced to activate Pandemonium. I'm pretty sure Pankratops doesn't start a chain. I mean, does it start a chain? I've played against Pankratops quite often. I don't think it starts a chain. I mean, but it should. It's a quick effect, so it should start a chain. But I'll just activate Pandemonium anyways. Actually, I should have put my... I'll use one pop of the Butler, see if he responds by activating the Pankratops. He's not, okay. So his Pankratops is gonna get popped. I'll send Place to the graveyard, special summon, one Roxy's. As I was saying, Denko-Sekka. That card makes it so that if the person that summons Denko-Sekka onto the field, they don't have any set back row, then their opponent cannot set any back rows either. Which is, I mean, their opponent cannot activate any back row cards either. Oh, come on. Really? This starts a chain. Yeah, Alpha starts a chain. So I'll just pop my Battle Butler to pop his Alpha. Okay, Astral Karibo. So he's gonna special out that card, okay? I mean, you know. So the reason why I popped my Butler, if you guys don't know, oh, Lancelot, so he's gonna go into Zeus. Okay, Lancelot can attack me directly, so I'm gonna take 2k damage, so he's gonna use that, go into, I think, Dingirsu, and then go into Zeus. So Zeus gets 4 Material Zeus. I mean, unless we draw into Raigeki, that's gonna be annoying, right? Or unless he doesn't use Zeus and lets us go into Totally. If he lets us go into Totally, his Zeus is... Unless his Zeus has 4 charges, his Zeus is basically dead. So even if he has 4 charges on Zeus, once he... If we manage to go into Totally... No, but that's gonna take up a normal summon. Oh, no. That's not gonna work either. So he's gonna go into Zoo. No. So he's using all these materials to go into Zeus. Okay. I don't know why. So now he can't go into Zeus because he didn't attack. Oh my god. Why? Why? Why would you do that? You should have attacked with Lancelot. Lancelot makes so that you could attack your opponent in the face directly. He didn't attack, so he couldn't go into 4 material Zeus. So he that card was dead then. That's just GG's. Oh no, my guy, no. No, no, no. My guy, no, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Oh, that gave me that's just cringe, man. That's just I mean he probably forgot to do it. He kept summoning monsters in defense position. But yeah, that's so the combo is you go into lands. So it says right here, this card can attack your opponents directly while it has Xyz material. The opponent's lands had 2 Xyz material, so he should have attacked with lands. Even when he went into what's the sin, the 7 sins, he could have used this card, put it in attack mode and attacked us, so he could have gone into Zeus, but he put it in defense position, so he couldn't attack and he couldn't go into Zeus. He would have had a 4 material Zeus. Oh no. I kind of feel bad for him now. But you see, like even in I'm saying, even in Plat 3, Plat 2, like you get these kind of plays. People make these kinds of mistakes. Oh crap. So our opponent won the coin toss, chose to make us go first. Okay. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this hand? I mean, our opponent's plat 5, so I don't mind losing to him. I'm always happy to help people climb if they actually do good. But the hand is bullshit. My hand is bullshit. Anyways, so end my turn. No, I'm gonna activate Maxi on his draw. As soon as he draws, I'll activate Maxi. It doesn't matter if his deck is a combo deck or not. I'm just gonna activate Maxi. Okay, draw, activate Maxi. See if he has something to negate it. He does. And see if he chooses to negate it. He's not. Okay. So either he's not gonna combo or he's Eldritch. He is comboing. So that's the OG Thunder Dragon. So I'm assuming this could be a Prank Kids or Thunder Dragons. But let's see. So with OG Thunder Dragon, you discard it, you draw into another Thunder Dragon, OG Thunder Dragon. So he is playing Thunder Dragons, okay. I'm gonna draw at least 5 or 6 cards, I think. So, okay, so do I want to Ash Blossom this? Hmm. Because if he doesn't have any starters in his hand, if he doesn't have any starters in his hand, this Ash Blossom would make it so that he would be stuck in his play completely. He wouldn't be able to do anything. So I am gonna Ash Blossom this. I mean, he could still activate the Dragon Matrix to draw into another Dragon Matrix. No. Okay. So this connection issues thing, right? It could be my opponent just Alt F4 then left the game, you know. It could be that. And it is that. So my opponent just closed down the game and left connection failed. Okay, so this connection issue thing, if you play on your phone, like if I play on my phone, I get this the Wi-Fi blinking symbol on my pro on my thing every 1 to 2 minutes, but it's not a connection issue. Like my connection doesn't drop. It's just having some problems there, and I don't even lag. But yeah, like that's not really a problem with like sometimes yeah you get issues with connecting to the game itself because of the server, but during game I usually don't encounter any problems. So let's see, he was playing the pure Thunder Dragons, the OG Thunder Dragons with K. Okay, Kaminari attack. Okay, that's the card I know I don't usually see in Thunder Dragons. But anyways, yeah, that's the OG Thunder. So prank kids with prank kids you can run the Thunder Dragons package. Again, I used to run when I first started. I first started the first deck I actually built was the Thunder Dragon prank kids with Thunder Dragons package in it. And the reason you have Thunder Dragons package in prank kits is for the card draw lock, which Thunder Dragon Colossus would give you. So as you can see, I just said it. So sometimes this happens, but it's not too often, so it doesn't really bother me as much. But yeah, so usually when you start with your prank is Thunder Dragon, you could go into Bow Bark with having Thunder Dragon Colossus on the field. So you basically lock your opponent out of card draws, except for drawing them at the beginning of their turn with Thunder Dragon Colossus. And since you do have Fansies in the graveyard, you could banish the Fansies to make it so that your opponent cannot destroy your Thunder Dragon Colossus once. Or if you had OG Thunder Dragon, if you started with an OG Thunder Dragon and you activated OG Thunder Dragon's effect, you could make it so that your opponent can't pop your Thunder Dragon Colossus 3 times. So they would be logged out of card draw from their decks. You could maxi them, so I mean at that point maxi wouldn't really be that much of a good play because since they would be logged out of their card draw, they can't really do stuff with it. Like with prank kids, yeah, you could link clam using the materials on the field, but yeah, maxi you could do it. And then you would have your Battle Butler on the field. If you went to your full combo, you would have Battle Butler, your Rip Roaring Roaster, and your Thunder Dragon Colossus on the field. Thunder Dragon Colossus would be bumped up to 3,200, I think, because it has 2,700. But yeah, I used to run that deck, but I couldn't really have consistent plays with it. So that's why I switched over to having more starter cards in my deck than actually having a Thunder Dragons package. Because with Thunder Dragons package, right? Yeah, you could get a Thunder Dragon. Okay, Maxi. Okay. I'll get I'll get Roxy's and summon out Roxy's. As I was saying, with that Thunder Dragon package, like say I would play like 10 games, right? With Thunder Dragon package in my Prank Kids deck. Within those 10 games, I would have 3 to 4 games where I would start with no starter cards, or I would start with 2 or 3 OG Thunder Dragons in my hand. Like I had a bad experience with it, so that's why I switched over to actually getting more starter cards in my deck. So now I'm thinking about replacing certain cards with either Dark Ruler no more or Forbidden Droplet to break open more heavy boards. Heavy boards in the sense that, virtual world boards or Rongo Bongo boards. I mean, Rongo Bongo you can't target, but still. What else is there? There's the Speedroid board. Then what else is there? Your Adamancipator boards. What else is there? Drytron boards. So I could easily open those kinds of boards. So I'm thinking about replacing one Pandemonium and one Place with either two Forbidden Droplet or one Forbidden Droplet and one Dark Ruler no more. I mean, even thinking about replacing one Infinite Impermanence. I have two Imperms in my deck right now, so I'm thinking about replacing 3 cards. I could even throw away an Imperm. Hell, I could even throw away one Roxy's and replace it with one Forbidden. Like, I'm okay with playing with 2 Roxy's instead of 3 Roxy's. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, because I often run into boards that I can't break with. Like, my deck that I'm currently playing, it revolves around baiting out card effects. So if I have, like, say, Prank Kids Plays, Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, Terraforming, or, Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Pandemonium, Polymerization in my hand, my deck plays around baiting out Omni Negates and Spell Trap Negates and Monster Negates through using those cards. But like, I'm thinking about switching over to hard shutting down opponent's board with Forbidden Droplet and Dark Ruler no more. I mean, my opponent's going into his combo. I can't stop it. I don't think it can OTK us through 8,000 life points. Access code would... Oh, he can. Access code would be 53 and then... Oh, okay. I was gonna say Shuriag would be 3,000, so that would be 8,300. Maybe I should have taken, like, not the complete Maxi challenge, but I should have at least went up till Doodle-Doo to search for a Pandemonium. So I could have used Pandemonium on my opponent's turn to go into Weather Washer to get more cards out on the field through Weather Washer's effect. But he would be drawing how many cards? One from Meowmoo, one from Special Summon, and then one from Doodle-Doo Special Summon, so 3 cards. So they've drawn 3 cards. I don't want him drawing that many cards, right? Shuriag's gonna pop my Roxy's. I mean, banish my Roxy's, not pop it. Yeah, it does. Like, so many times he popped our place, I mean, banished our place, okay? I don't care about banishing the place. But yeah, Forbidden Droplet comes in clutch. Like, I've lost so many games to not starting with a starter card, and then my opponent going into full Drytron or full Virtual World combo or full Adamancipator combo, and then I'm just stuck there with nothing. Even if I bait out stuff, right? I've been in a game where I have... Oh, nice, Raigeki. As I was saying, I have been in a game where I have baited out four Drytron negates, there 4 Herald of Ultimateness is negates, and still gone on with my play. So I baited out 1 negate with Place, 1 negate with Instant Fusion, 1 negate with Raigeki, 1 negate with... okay, 1 negate with, I think, Polymerization. It was either Polymerization, not the Raigeki, sorry. 1 negate with Polymerization and 1 negate with Pandemonium. So that was 4 negates. So on his turn, he had Beatrix, discard, and Ava, and then used Ava's effect to draw 2 fairies. And then on my turn, he used Beatrix, discarded 1 Ava, got 2 more fairies, and he only was left with 1 card in his hand. and I went into Totally Awesome after that. He had a Zeus on the field, but I went into Totally Awesome after that. So even if he activated Zeus, his Zeus would be popped with my Totally Awesome, and I would get Zeus set down on my side of the field. But what card did he get? My bad, I didn't see. What card did he get? So he got the Zodiac Thoroughblade, okay. So I did that, and I was hoping he wouldn't have a fairy in his hand when I went into Totally Awesome. And as soon as my Totally Awesome hit the field, that guy had a Diviner of the Herald in his hand, 5th fairy in his hand, which made it so that he could pop my Totally Awesome. I was so bummed out about that game because I went through 4 Drytron negates and still got something on my board. Like, I had stuff on my side of the board. But, like, I was hoping he wouldn't have the 5th fairy in his hand, but sadly he did have the 5th fairy. I was so sad that game. But anyways, so this game, he doesn't have anything. I could literally kill him this turn. This game, I would have easily 6,000 damage on the field because I could go into 2 card. I could even use Instant Fusion, go into Rocket Ride, get more stuff out. But yeah, that's game over. He's gonna scoop. That Raigeki was the top deck, insane top deck. But yeah, so I mean, I want to change my deck. I'm so used to this deck. I'm so used to this deck. Like I do want to change it, but this is my baby right here. I could think about getting rid of even 3 maxis, right? Like sometimes I think maxis, because more often than not, you will run into Eldritch in Platinum. Like I run into Eldritch a lot. Today I'm not, but usually when I play, I run into Eldritch a lot. So you could get rid of 1 Imperm, 1 Pandemonium, 1 Place, get 2 Forbidden Droplets. I mean, not even 2. But I mean, yeah, I could get 2 Forbidden Droplets and then 1 Dark Ruler no more. And then 1 Dark Ruler no more. I could do this. So I would have some kind of consistency with, board breaking with these 2 cards. This card, I could activate it on my turn, and opponent cannot activate any monster effects in response to this card. And this card would discard. I would discard a monster, so my opponent can't activate monster effects in response to this card. I could do it this way, but I kind of prefer having it this way: 3 Place, 3 Pandemonium, and then 2 Imperms. I kind of like it this way. So, I mean, I do have some other decks that I play. So this is not Dragon Links, but Dragon Maid. So this carry Underwood because this is the Underworld deck. Yeah. So this is the True Draco. Annoy to death and laugh about it. Rongo Bongo. This is when I want to ruin someone's day. Eldritch. When I want to ruin someone's day. This is Adamancipator. This is my Prank Kids, and these are just the standard decks. Anyways, so let's get on to our next 2. So yeah, against Chucky Gums, against Prank Kids, generally, did I win the coin toss? Oh well, that's fine. So yeah, against Prank Kids, right? Generally, if you Ash Blossom their first graveyard effect, if they don't have something to extend their combo with in their hand, then yeah, the first Ash Blossom is usually the best Ash Blossom, for the best time to use the Ash Blossom. We're playing against Adamancipators, okay. What card did he send? Tackle Crusader, okay. I mean, I don't have Nibiru. And this is his normal summon. So that's level 4, so he's searching for an Analyzer. I'll just Ash Blossom this. So yeah, against Prank Kids, so the oh my god, Called by the Grave, okay. So he's gonna go into his full combo. I can't deny him his full combo. So yeah, the playthrough cards against the first Ash Blossom for Prank Kids are their Instant Fusion, their Monster Reborn, then either them having they have to have Pandemonium or Polymerization in their hand, and they have to have one other named Prank Kids monster in their hand, or a Prank Kids plays after they do their normal summon and go into Meow Moon. Otherwise, they're pretty much screwed. They cannot do anything else apart from that. So the chances of them having a playthrough in their hand are really, really low. So yeah, Ash Blossoming the first Graveyard effect is the optimal use of Ash Blossom against Prank Kids. So I'll give you another tip as well against Drytrons. So against Drytrons, right, if you have Imperm and Ash Blossom in your hand, if you're going second, the best time to Ash Blossom them, so I'm saying the best time, right? The best thing to Ash Blossom Drytron players is their normal summon, which is the Diviner of the Herald. That's the best thing to Ash Blossom. And the best thing to Infinite Imperm them, oh, okay. He, he flipped over two cards again normal. So the Imperm against Drytron. Imperm, the best time to use Imperm if you are going second again, or if you have Imperm set down on the field, if you are going first, is Imperming their Mu Beta Fafnir, their XZ summon, their Mu Beta Fafnir. Because if you Imperm their Mu Beta Fafnir, they cannot use Mu Beta Fafnir's effect, where they can tribute its XZ's materials to ritual summon out cards. But these are the best ways to use them. Okay, but there's another thing. If your opponent starts with a really bad hand, so usually Drytrons start with the Alpha Zeta combo, right? They activate Alpha, tribute Zeta to get Alpha onto the field, or they tribute Alpha to get Zeta on the field. That's their normal combo, their normal starter combo. But sometimes if they have like a bad hand, I would say, a bad hand or like a semi-optimal hand, if you Ash Blossom their first activation of Alpha Zeta, they are stuck with having no other plays. So you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose when you want to do it. Do you want to take the risk of Ash Blossoming their first Alpha Zeta combo, or you want to play it safe and Ash Blossom their Diviner of the Herald? So yeah, that's against Drytrons. For Virtual World, the best time to Ash Blossom them will be their Lulu. If they activate Lulu, you want to Ash Blossom their Lulu instantly from their hand. What else? What else? For Eldritch, I mean, you would know Eldritch. You want to Ash Blossom their Sanguine, Alex Sanguine. Whenever they pop it on the field, you want to Ash Blossom it. What else? What other decks? Adamancipators again. Adamancipators, Ash Blossom is kind of useless against them, as you just saw. Like even if I Ash Blossom the Doki Doki, he could still, if he had a bad hand, then yeah, that would have been a game stopper for him. But if he had like a Seeker or Researcher in his hand, he could still special them out and go into his combo, right? So against Adamancipator is pretty useless. Nibiru's against Numeron. Against Numeron, Ash Blossom is pretty useless because you can't activate Ash Blossom on their Numeron network's activation. So Ash Blossom is useless on them. What else? Like tell me what other decks you want to know where Ash Blossom or Imperm is the best, when is the best to use them. I'll tell you. Oh man, how many? I could bait out one, bait out two, but if he goes into Dragite, Dragite can negate one spell trap activation. I'm pretty sure he has enough materials to go into Dragite. He has enough materials to go into Baron de Fleur. He has enough materials to go into Borreload Savage. He has enough to. I mean, he probably has enough to even go into Apollo USA. Yeah, that's. Ooh. That's a rock as well, right? So as long as his block dragon's on the field, I cannot destroy it with Raigeki. So it all depends on my next. Like, what can I even draw? I know what his end board's gonna be. His board's gonna be with Dragai or with either. Wait, he activated Doodle Doo? What? Why would you activate Doodle Doo? Don't you want to go into Apollo USA? Okay. So now he has no water monster in his. No, he does. He did send one water monster. Okay. Yes, Kokai Miru is banishment. Okay. So he's gonna go into either Baron de Fleur or Borlo. What is happening? I have never seen any Adamantipator player play Leonite. I mean, what? What am I seeing? What am I seeing right now? This is not the usual combo that you use for Adamantipator. You never pop your Doodle Doo. And I have never seen anyone go into this Leonite. I mean, this is weird for me now. Dino? Okay. So for Dino, if you are going second, if you have Imperm in your hand, then you're basically set because you could just Imperm their Tyranno as soon as your turn starts. So that's the Imperm play. You cannot stop their activation of their first. So Omni Negate. Okay, he has Omni Negate, Spell Trap Negate. I could instantly go into Polymerization, get a Rocket right out. So that's pretty cool with me. So I'll start by Terraforming, see if he negates it. This is the Spell Trap Negate. Oh my god, he has Frost! He has Ash Blossom! Okay. Wait. Oh my god! Okay, so the reason why he got negated is because he called by the grave my Ash Blossom last turn. So until the end of his turn, next turn, Ash Blossom can't be activated. That's why the Ash Blossom got negated. I completely forgot about that. So he used the Spell Trap negate, right? So I'll try to go into Pranks, see if he destroys the Pranks with his Omni Negate. He's not. Okay, so I'll go into Polymerization, see if he negates this. So as you can see, I'm throwing out baits, right? I'm throwing out baits for my opponent to use his Omni Negate on, so that I could go into my full combo. So yeah, against Dinos, if you're going second, Imperm. If you're going first, if you get your full combo with Prank Kids, if you are playing Prank Kids, then Dinos can't do anything to you. As soon as they're first, I mean, no, they still can, right? Because they can send that one card Spite, that one card that makes so that they're. Oh, he uses Omni Negate? He uses Omni Negate, so we're cool now. We could go into our combo completely. He can't do anything to us. So anyways, against Dino, the best time to Ash Blossom would be, I would say, you could Ash Blossom their Evolution Pill, right? You could Ash Blossom their Evolution Pill. You could... What else could you Ash Blossom? I mean, there's nothing else you could Ash Blossom that can ruin their combo. Called by the Grave would ruin their combo. Because as soon as Tyranno goes into the graveyard, if you call by the grave their Tyranno, they cannot use Tyranno's effect of banishing 2 to get it back out on the field. But yeah, Ash Blossom doesn't do much against... Like, if they start with a really bad hand, if you Ash Blossom those dinosaur summons, not the baby dinosaur, but the other one. The blue card, what's that card called? But if you Ash Blossom that, then if they start with a subpar or bad hand, then they're pretty much dead in the water with it. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Do I want to go into a full combo? I'll get plays off of the Surge, and I'll discard the Pandemonium. Special summon, yes, but yeah, if like the only way Ash Blossom would work would be if they start with a subpar or bad hand. If they start with something optimal or something really good, then yeah, Ash Blossom wouldn't matter to them. Only Imperm and Call by the Grave would matter. But yeah. So I'll activate my Prank Kids Place. So again, this card was negated. It was not activated when he destroyed it. He negated the activation and destroyed it, so I can still activate Prank Kids Place. What card do I get? I'll get another Roxy's off of it, because I'm going to discard one Roxy's in my hand off of the Roxy's effect once I go into Roxy's. This will be down to 25. So we need to get rid of this and this off of the field on our turn somehow. I mean, I could just go into Battle Butler, pop his whole field with Battle Butler, right? Yeah, I could go into Battle Butler, use Battle Butler on this turn and pop his whole field. I don't even have to go into Nightmare Unicorn because he already used his negates, his Omni and Spell Trap. Yeah, but I have to do that before I use Pandemonium. Okay, so I'll do it that way. I'll activate Doodle Doo to get one Pandemonium and one named monster. It doesn't matter which because we already activated those effects from the graveyard. I'll activate Pranks, discard the card that I got off of the Doodle Doo to get myself a token. Oh, but token's not considered an effect monster. Oh. I mean, yeah, I could go into Bow Wow Bark. I could go into another Doodle Doo as well. If I go into another Doodle Doo, I'll get a special summon. Use those two. Yeah, I'll go into another Doodle Doo. I won't go into Bow Wow Bark because I could get Doodle Doo back. I mean, I could go into Doodle Doo or Bow Wow Bark. It wouldn't matter because I would have gotten them back with Prank Kids pranks anyways. So this. No, not gonna activate Pandemonium because I want to go into Predaplant to pop his field. Special summon. Do I wanna? I'll special summon the Roxy's from my deck. I mean, it doesn't matter what you special summon because all your Prank Kids monsters are monster effect monsters, so I could still use these to go into Predaplant. So I'll go into Predaplant. Activate Predaplant. So here's the thing, right? I could use Predaplant, go into Thunder Dragon Fusion to get my Battle Butler, or I could go into Predaplant, go into Instant Fusion. I mean, I want to use this effect anyways. I could even get into Instant Fusion, and then Instant Fusion will get me Rocket Ride. I could get 2 materials out from my graveyard. I should have went into Bawa Bark right though, because I could have linked Climb into Access Code. I mean, even with Access Code, it wouldn't be enough. Like, Access Code would give me to like 8200, even with Access Code. I could still do it. I could still go into Access Code, but I won't have enough stuff in my graveyard to pop these cards with. So I'll go into Thunder Dragon. I'll go into Thunder Dragon, get these 3 back from my graveyard into my hand. And this fusion, no, I'm not gonna boost it. Oh, I should have boosted it. Oh, no. Because, did I already use Rocket Ride? Well, I kinda have to activate this to pop his field. Main phase 2. Even I have to put this back on. I was gonna say I was gonna go into Rocket Ride, but I completely forgot that with Thunder Dragon Fusion's effect, I wouldn't be able to do it once I use it. Oh. So I'll get Butler, this, and this off of the Prankid's place. Skill Drain would have been such a nice card to have before the turn ended. Anyways. So we popped his Omni Negate. We popped his Search. So yeah, Thunder Dragon Fusion kinda locked me into Thunder monsters, I think. That's why I couldn't go into Rocket Ride. Anyways, no, it didn't lock me. So, since he's starting his combo, I'll just use Pandemonium to get my Weather Washer using these 2 cards. Face up attack. So we're still safe. As long as he doesn't go into Access Code and start popping. How many links does he have? He only has 2 links. So he hasn't gotten Cryston Halki Fabrics in the graveyard. Activate this. Chain link it with this. Oh, I didn't want to activate Roxy's. Anyways, I'll banish the Skill Drain. That's fine. See what we draw. Raigeki, okay. Special summon out Pansies. So one of his Omni Negates is out, which is the Borreload Savage. He still has another Omni Negate which he can go into. Oh my god, come on, Kokai Miru. The other Omni Negate he can go into is his Baron Defleur. Is Kokai Miru only once per turn? No, it's not. So if he gets another Kokai Miru, he could theoretically do it twice, but this is only once. So I can't activate Weather Washer's effect anymore. If he gets Kokai Miru off of the field, then I will instantly activate it. But if he doesn't, then Weather Washer is kind of a dead card at this point. So against dinos, I have three videos on my YouTube against playing against dinos. Two videos, he couldn't go into his full combo because I hand trapped him. And one video, he went into his full combo. I was going second, and I baited his negates out, and played through everything and still won. So he had a Tyranno and something else on the field on his first turn. But I still played through everything. I still won. So if you want to watch that video, it's there. I could even link it to you if you want. He has another Dragite. Oh man. Usually you only run. So now, okay, now, so one, no, two. He could pop three cards from my, I mean, bounce three cards from my field and into my hand now. So let's see what three he chooses. So he chooses Plant. He chooses Weather Washer. What's the third card? So at this point, I'm going to activate Weather Washer so that it's Kokai Mirror. Okay, so he's going to bounce my monsters. None of my spell traps, okay? Wait, it's a quick effect? How many rock monsters did it show? One, two, three. Oh, that's a rock as well. Ah. It showed four rock monsters. Oh, so the price is the excavation, so you can't chain link your Weather Washer to it. Okay. I guess you learn something new every day. I did not know that. I thought you could chain link Weather Washer to this card's effect. So I was waiting for it, but apparently you can't. So okay. This is a really weird deck. Like usually you only run one Risen. You don't even run this Leonite. This is really weird for me playing against this. He even popped his Doodle Doo to uh, get Roxy's and Dropsies back into his hand from his graveyard. He's playing two Raptites as well. Two Raptites, two Dragite. How many monsters did he? I know he's a one. Okay, so one and two. Okay. So with this, he'll get another Kokai Miru in his hand. If he doesn't have it already, so he doesn't. So he'll get one Kokai Miru. He's playing some other version of Kokai in his card. Overlord. Like, this is so weird. So weird for me. Oh wow. Okay. So he would have denied us monster effects as well. So I made some misplays. I did not know Dragite's effect worked that way. So I probably should have used Weather Washer's effect before Dragite hit the field. Like this deck is so weird. Like who runs it like this? He's running search cards. He's not running IP or Nightmare to bounce cards. I mean, I can't believe I lost to this deck, but anyways, let's get on with the next two. Let's see. I'll give you the link right here. Hold up. Choose to go first. I literally just gave the link because someone asked me for the link for the Dino. I'll give it to you. Go to my. So right here, I literally just gave. Oh no. I literally just gave this guy these links. So this is the video where This is the one where I go second and I play through his whole thing. That's if you want to watch it right now. There you go. So let's see. We do have protection against Ash Blossom and Maxi. Pretty good. So I'll just start my like these three cards are pretty good. So I don't want to go into a full combo because full combo will make me banish one of these three cards. I only run one Thunder Dragon Fusion, and I kind of want to keep the skill drain. I mean, will the game punish me by having the other guy be an Eldritch player, or a deck that doesn't get affected by skill drain? We'll see, we'll see. But I'm most definitely going to go into a one-card combo. So for one card, you need Pranks off of the Doodle Doo Search. The card you send off of the Fansies is your Pandemonium. Special summon out Dropsies. To 2 o'clock, okay. So with one card combo, you need to go into two Doodle Doos to get the cards into the graveyard, get the Prank Hits cards rotations, and to actually be able to use your Prank Hits Pranks effect. So if you don't go through two Doodle Doos, you can't use Prank Hits Pranks because Prank Hits Pranks will force you to get one Meowmoo from your graveyard back into your deck. So your Butler will only get one pop instead of two pops. So keep that in mind. With one card combo, always go into two Doodle Doos. So I'll get a Pandemonium and a named Prankus monster. It doesn't matter which because we're going to discard them anyways. Activate Prank Hits Pranks. No. Activate Prank Hits Pranks. Discard the Fancy. So you need to discard the card that you got off of the Doodle Doo search to go into your Battlebird combo. So you get those cards back through your Bow Wow Bark, right? So you need to have those cards in your graveyard. And even if you want to go into your Predaplan Verte, you need to have those three cards in the graveyard, your specific Battle Butler components in the graveyard, to actually activate Predaplant, and then use Thunder Dragon Fusion through Predaplant. But yeah, so I'll activate the Roxy's, banishing the Roxy's that I have in my hand. Draw into Imperm. I'm gonna have a solid 5-card back row set. And if my opponent just Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Dusters us, I'm gonna be pretty sad, not gonna lie. I will be pretty sad about it, but I'll be okay. Like, I'm kind of forced to set these cards down. I could activate Thunder Dragon Fusion on this turn itself, but I can't anymore, but I could have activated Thunder Dragon Fusion this turn itself, gone into Battle Butler. But yeah. I'll activate Prank Hits Pranks, one Doodle Doo since I do have 2 copies of Doodle Doo in my graveyard, 1 copy of Fancy since I have Fancies on the field, and the other one will be Roxy's. Let's see what we draw into. A place, nice. So we do have a starter card for our next turn in case our board gets wiped somehow. So I'll start by activating my Bow Wow Barks effect. No to using Meowmoo. Get these 2 cards, which are the Battle Butler component, see if our opponent allows it. He doesn't, he activates Called by the Grave, okay. So we're kinda just stuck with having Fansies on the field. So I'll activate Skill Drain right now. Let's see if our opponent has a Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sad if my opponent has a Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. I'll be pretty sad. No problem, man, no problem. So let's see what they do. So I do have Imperm and Called by the Grave on my field set up. So Called by the Grave for any effect monsters that he will activate from the graveyard. And Imperm is basically useless as long as Skill Drain is active on the field. So here's the thing, another interaction against Altergeist. Against Altergeist, if they get their so Skill Drain and Altergeist Protocol. So this will allow us to see what kind of deck they're playing. Usually this thing is like, um, not Drytrum, but what do you call it? Yeah, there you go. Rongo Bongo. So this is the Wrong Mini and Phantom Knights. So yeah, for Altergeist Protocol, if they activate Altergeist Protocol before you activate your skill drain will be useless. The interaction is like that. Whichever card activates first is the card that gets the priority effect. So if your skill drain is active and they activate Altergeist Protocol, they cannot activate their monster's effect cannot be activated from the field. I think that's how it works. And same with Imperm and Ash Blossom. If your opponent activates Altergeist Protocol, never Imperm or Ash Blossom their card's effects because their card's effects cannot be negated as long as Altergeist Protocol is on the field. Even if it leaves the field that is active for the turn that the Altergeist Protocol was activated on. So keep that in mind when you're playing against Altergeist. I have suffered against that, so I'm just giving you a tip on that. Let's see. So I think I played for 2 or 3 hours today, right? Wow. 5.2 magnitude earthquake hits eastern Turkey. Okay. I mean, we have Skillet on the field, so effect activation doesn't matter. So that card will give him a special summon. So it's going to activate the second effect. You can special summon one Burning Abyss monster from your deck except Graph. So I'll activate that, Call by the Great One, that card's activation. Banish that card. So its effect cannot get activated. Let's see what our opponent does now. Actually, I kind of want to start listening to I kind of want to play Nefex music in the background. Like, would you guys mind if I played Nefex music in the background? It would be low, but do you guys mind if I play Nefex music? Because in my game setting, when I start the stream, I have to put the background and sound effects really, really low, so that you guys can actually hear my thing. I don't have a headphone or a headset that I could use. Like I don't have it. I don't even have headphones. I don't think I have headphones. So I'm talking directly into the mic on my laptop. But yeah. So I have to lower the volume of background music and the sound effects so that you could hear my voice over the background music. Because if I if I do it like this, like you guys will hear the background music so loud, and the sound effects would be really, really loud. It would burst. They would kind of hurt in your ears. That's why I put this on low, really low. Anyways, so I could literally right here go into Thunder Dragon Fusion. I know this card set down is either Fog Blade or the other card that makes it so that his card cannot be destroyed by battle. So either ways, I could still go do that. If that's Fog Blade and Fog Blades are Battle Butler, yeah, if that's Fog Blade and Fog Blades or Battle Butler, their Battle Butler would be useless. Like I cannot activate its effect and it cannot attack either. So that would be a dead card on the field. So yeah, so I'll go into totally, if my opponent allows me, I'm gonna go straight into totally awesome. So off of this Fansies, I'll get Dropsies. Because if he Fog Blades me, I'll just steal the Fog Blade, set it on my side of the field, and just Fog Blade his stuff. I'll discard a Pandemonium, special summon out. As I said, Dropsies. See if he does anything. No? Okay. Will he choose to? He's still not choosing to. So far we have special summon how many? One, two, three. Three times, right? So even if he has Nibiru now, we're safe from Nibiru. Face up attack. So now, even if he activates the Fog Blade, I'll just steal the Fog Blade. So our Battle Butler, we're safe from Nibiru. We're safe. This is going to be our fourth special summon. How many? One, two, three, four. Battle Butler would be the fifth. And our opponent scoops. So, like, even if that card set down was Fog Blade, I could have activated the Imperm on my side, right? To make that Fog Blade not be able to be activated. Like, it would just get negated since Imperm was activated in that column. So I could have done that as well. But yeah, our opponent was playing wrong Miniad. A Phantomized wrong Miniad. As long as you run into the, you start knowing your stuff. So right here it is. The wrong Miniad. Rongo Bongo. Anyways, next duel, let's see. So if you guys have any questions, you could just, pop in the chat, ask me. I'll try my best to answer the questions. I will keep alt-tabbing out and try to answer these questions. I forgot if I won or lost the coin toss. Anyways, I am going second, so it doesn't matter. All we have is Maxi in our hand. I'll just activate Maxi. See, as you saw, I put the activation sequence on before the standby phase went away. So just to activate the Maxi right there. I don't want him to start special summoning out from his hand or using cards once I link Maxi. He ended his turn, okay? So either he has a big brick or Maxi scared him. Either way, I'm cool with it. So let's go. Card I'll get will be Lampsies. So right here, I could literally go Pandemonium, go into Battle Butler. Droll and Logbird doesn't matter. We already have our Pandemonium in hand. So Droll and Logbird doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we can't use Doodle Doo's effect to search for pranks, but it doesn't matter to us. So let's see. I'll normal summon out the Lampsies first. So it's not toggling over to his side, so I can be pretty sure that he doesn't have Maxi. So I'll start link climbing. I'll link climb up till Doodle Doo and till Fancy's effect resolves. Because that's going to be the fifth special summon once Fancy's effect resolves, and then we'll know if our opponent has a Nibiru. If he doesn't have a Nibiru, then I'm going to go straight into Battle Butler. I'm going to hit him as hard as I can with as much damage as I can. So let's see the card that I'll discard. Oh, it will be Pranks. Special summon out a monster, yes. Which will be my Roxy's. Let's see if our opponent's board lights up. So it doesn't light up. Okay. So what I can do... Like, here's the thing, right? Do I want to... How much damage could I... Since Skill Drain's not on the field... Oh, that's game. This is game. I have more than 7,500 damage. I'll show you guys real quick. It's because of the link effect. Yeah, it's because of the link effect. My Rocket Ride will get boosted up to 3,500. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have exactly... I'll have more than 7,500. So I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So I'll use the Graveyard of Dropsies, chain link it to my place. I'm not going to activate Rocket Ride because I want the Rocket Ride's attack. I don't want it to lower by 500. I mean 1,000. Special summon out monsters, yes. At this point, it doesn't matter what you special summon out because. Wait, what? What? What just happened? Oh, I can't activate Roxy's because Droll and Lockbird. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Roxy's effect banishes one and the cost is banishing one and drawing one, then you special summon. So since the cost is not paid, you cannot special summon out. Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. So, but yeah, if Droll and Lockbird hadn't hit, what would have happened is with that, I would have banished this, got another special summon, used these two to go into Bow Wow Bark, put Bow Wow Bark right here, and it will boost the Rocket Ride by 1000. And that would have been how much? 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 damage on the field right there. So how 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 much damage can I hit him for? If I activate Rocket Ride, right, I could get two cards out, go into Bow Wow Bark. Since I already used Pandemonium, I'm kind of locked into Prank Kids only. So at this point, I have to go into battle phase to hit him for at least 5,000. So get him down to 2,500. I'll go into battle phase 2. What? Evenly matched? So I can only one card can be left, right, on the field with evenly matched. So the one card I'll choose to be left on the field will be my Doodle-Doo. I'll activate Doodle-Doo to get a Pandemonium. Now, okay, so do I want to get Pranks? Or do I want to get... Do I want the recycle potential or do I want... Because using Pandemonium on my opponent's turn, I'll go into Weather Washer anyways. I could use these two cards to go into Weather Washer. But... Do I want the recycle potential? No, I'll be greedy. I'm not gonna go for the recycle. I'm gonna hope that I could end my opponent on my next turn. So I'll just set down Pandemonium and end my turn. Man, that evenly matched kinda ruined our board. I mean, Lightning Storm doesn't matter because we could activate Pandemonium since it's a quick play spell. So I'll just activate Pandemonium. Go into Weather Washer using Lamseys and Fansies. I'm gonna keep the Roxys in my hand. I'm not gonna use the Roxys. Yeah, sure, you can destroy the Pandemonium. We don't care much about the Pandemonium. I'll chainlink one Lamseys, chainlink two Fansies because I care more about the burn damage. Since my opponent is low on life points, I care more about the burn damage. And discard effects of Fansies after turn 1. It doesn't really matter because you already got your Pranks, Plays, and Pandemonium in your rotation. So with this, I'll discard Place. Oh, actually, I should discard Pandemonium, but yeah, that's whatever, that's fine. I'll special summon out. I'll special summon out Dropsies and Fansies off of these two cards. Oh, all three Fansies are in my graveyard? Oh, and one is banished. Oh. Oh, evenly matched banished it, okay. So the other one will be, and our opponent scooped. Okay, I have no idea, so probably he had a bad hand. Probably he couldn't play through it. I mean, okay. So evenly matched, people could run it in many decks. They were playing Numeron. Trash Numeron player. He got what he deserved. I am happy about this. Like anyone who plays Numeron or Nurse Burn, the DDD Dynamite deck, or what else? Like those two decks, if you play those decks, like you deserve what you get when you lose. Anyways, let's get on with the next game. I've been streaming for 3 hours, right? So I will end my stream on this game. After this game, I'll end my stream. 3 hours is too much. I mean, putting this video on YouTube is going to be a way too long of a video. Anyway, so I'll make this my last game. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow as well. I'll try to stream daily, but you know, we'll see about it. So let's see. We do have a pretty good hand. We're safe from Maxi or Ash Blossom. So he does have Maxi or Infinite Impermanence. As soon as you normal summon out your first monster, and since this is an effect monster, if your opponent's board lights up, they usually either have Impermanence or Maxi. Let's see if they have Ash Blossom. We could call by the grave the Ash Blossom. So we're not worried about that. I'll put this on. Special summon, yes. Going to Fancies. So our opponent could have a Nibiru, right? If he could be waiting for Nibiru. He could be waiting to imperm the Doodle-Doo. What else could that be? He could have... Like, what else can be activated from hand? I don't know. What else could be activated from hand? Because I have no idea what kind of deck they're playing, so I can't guess what... I'm guessing the staple hand traps. Maxi, Ash Blossom, Imperm. The staple hand traps. Effect Veiler, your Ghost Bell, your Ogre. Okay. So here's the thing. Do I want to go into a... I already have Polymerization, right? So I'll just get Pranks. Or I could... I'll play it really safe. Because if he Nibirus us... So hear me out. If he Nibirus us on this Fancy's resolution, I could activate Prank Kid's place, get another named Prank Kid's monster, then use Polymerization to go into Rocket Ride to continue my play, right? So I'll play it really safe. This is the really safe play. I'll special summon out the Lampsies. Let's see if he's bored. See if he's Nibirus. Okay, he's gonna choose not to. He's gonna choose not to use it. So I'm gonna go into my totally awesome combo. Since I am kinda scared of the continuous board lights that he's getting. So I'll go into totally awesome. If he allows me to go into totally awesome, I'll go into totally awesome. So I'll activate Polymerization. And don't use the Roxys you have in your hand. You want to have it in your hand, and you want to have its graveyard effect active. So I'll use Polymerization because I don't know if my opponent has Nibiru. I'll go into Rocket Ride using Polymerization, using the Lampsies on the field and the Dropsies I got off of the Doodle-Doo's effect. So Lampsies and Lampsies and Dropsies. Face up attack, see if he does something to it. I'll activate Lampsies, chain block with Rocket Ride. Let's see if he does something. No? Okay. So this is gonna be a full, like I'm gonna go into a full Nibiru, not Nibiru, sorry. I'm gonna go into my full totally awesome combo. Okay. Like it could be, no, no, it can't be. So I'll activate Rocket Ride. So since I am going to totally, one of the cards you need to get out off of the Rocket Ride has to be Dropsies because we need two level 2 Aqua monsters to go into totally. The other one doesn't matter. It could be anything. It could be Doodle Doo. It could be your Meow Moo. Doesn't matter because you're gonna send them back to the graveyard anyways. So I'll do that. No. See if my opponent does something to this. He's still choosing not to do. But once my totally hits the field, his even if he tries to Nibiru us, it's not gonna work. So I'm just waiting for my totally to hit the field. No. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Do I want to banish the Nibiru Call by the Grave place? Like, I can't banish place in Pandemonium because I'm trying to play it safe in case he has a Nibiru. I can't banish Roxy's because I need to have two to use Pandemonium to go into Rocket. I already used Rocket Ride, right? So there's no point in keeping the Roxy's. So I'll just banish the Roxy's. Got another place, okay. I'll get my second copy of Dropsies. No, see if it does something now. Okay, so now I'm safe from Nibiru. Once totally hits the field, I'm pretty safe from Nibiru. I don't care about Nibiru. Okay, so right here, this is the end of the combo. Usually you set down your Pandemonium, you end your turn. But I'll activate Prank Kid's place to search for one monster for the Butler combo. So in case I don't have to activate my Totally Awesome next turn, I could I could even use the Dropsies in my hand to activate Totally. So I'm gonna get Dropsies off of the search. It's a Battle Butler combo piece and something that you can use to activate Totally Awesome's effect without, you know, targeting itself. So my things on, I'll set Call by the Grave and Pandemonium and then end my turn. So I still have no idea what this thing that he keeps getting activation prompts for. It could have been a Nibiru. So he drew a card, so I'll activate my Bow Wow Bark. No. So I'll just get the materials for my Butler, right? I could have gotten one material for the Butler. One of the named Prankus monster and like something else to go. Like I could have gone into. I could still go into Weather Washer in case I don't want to go into Battle Butler. So if he sets 5 and pass, I'm not going to go into Battle Butler. That would be useless. If he sets and passes with no monster on the field, I would rather go into Weather Washer than Butler. Because Weather Washer will, in battle phase, he can't activate his back rows with Weather Washer on the field when I go into battle phase. So yeah, that would be the better call, right? Imperm? Okay, I'm just gonna... So here's the thing. I'll take his Imperm. I'll pop... So, I have to pop Totally. Since he used it like this, I have to pop Totally itself. I can't use the card that I have in my hand. Otherwise, I can't go into Battle Butler combo. No. Okay, so that Imperm is now mine. Activate Totally Awesome second effect, which will give us our Dropsies from the graveyard into our hand. I'm not gonna activate... okay. I still don't know what kind of deck. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 cards with 15. So I still don't know what kind of deck they could be playing. They could be playing a Kaiju. They could have a Denkoseka. Again, I hate that card. So if he has a Denkoseka, my back row would be pretty useless. So I'm just gonna activate Pandemonium right now. Even if he has a Kaiju, or if he somehow kills my Butler, I could still get one card from my graveyard onto my field. So I'll do it that way. I'll just activate Pandemonium right now. And I care more about the attack boost than the Fansies, again, like Fansies discard effect. So I'm gonna Chainlink Fansies as Chainlink 4. Because if he wants to Ash Blossom or negate this effect, he could negate it. I don't care about it. So I'll discard a Pandemonium, then start special summoning stuff out on the field. So yes, get a Fansies. So one I got was Lamsies, one Fansies, and then I'll do one Roxy's. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, just type it in the chat and I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. But let's see what our opponent does now. So, alright, he activated Raigeki. I guess he doesn't read card effects. So he used Imperm on Totally to bait out my Totally to go into Raigeki, but since we already activated Bawa Bark, our cards are immune to card destruction effects this turn, so Raigeki is useless. So our opponent is playing Adamantipator. I'm just gonna... No, this is a normal summon. Get that stuff out of my face, guy. I don't want you activating Doki Doki's effect. And he instant scoops. Doki Doki's effect is not a quick effect, so you can't... It's not a quick effect, nor is it a tribute effect. So you can't chainlink it to Battle Butler's activation. So he wasted his normal summon right there. So unless he had Analyzer in his hand, he couldn't go. Even if he specialed out the Analyzer, I would have popped it anyways with the second pop of Battle Butler. So he couldn't go into anything at that point. But yeah, Adamantipator just got destroyed. And this is the reason why you look at card effects. So what could he have in his hand? He could have had... So he could have had a call. He could have had an input. So the prompt that he was getting was for him to use this Imperm that he had in his hand. But yeah, so that was just funny. Imperm, and then he tried to this. This is why you have to read card effects. He didn't read card effect and just straight up activated Raigeki thinking that my board would pop, and then Raigeki didn't do anything. He's just sitting there wondering what just happened. That's just funny to me, to be honest. Anyway, so I will end my stream right here. Thank you guys for watching my stream. Thank you guys for liking it too. I do upload my stuff on YouTube daily. I do 2 daily Prankist videos on YouTube, so you guys could check it out. If you want a deck profile from my side, just tell me, I'll give it to you. Even if you want certain videos against certain decks, just hit me up in YouTube comments. I'll give you the links that I have in my videos to the videos that you specifically want. So anyways, if you guys like my video, please hit the like button. It does help me get my videos into the algorithm. I know I usually only get 2 or 3 likes on my videos, but I'm trying to grow my thing and trying to get more likes. But if you like it, no pressure, nothing but anyways, I hope you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. I love looking at your comments on videos, answering those comments. And anyways, so I'm gonna sign out right here and hope you guys have a good weekend.